to be change. The 4 years during the COVID and all the excuses and all the protests in the street and lawlessness, like, people don't forget, okay? Like, might have liked how things were pre-COVID, and there was like good change, but it's a disaster now. And if anyone says different, I will debate them.
Right
Let's
on.
Debate.
Hey, Joe,
because
you have been
it's a no-brainer.
Joe, you've been a rock downtown, and you would crush it in the North Hills or the South Hills. I've heard this from 100 people. Have you thought about, to hell with this, I can't walk through the gauntlet anymore. I've had enough. Have you thought about that?
I've been approached a few times and have been questioned by clientele like, well, why don't you move to Ross Park Mall? Why don't you move to wherever?
Right.
The advantage of being downtown, and anybody that's grown up in Pittsburgh knows our roadway system isn't exactly state of the art.
Right.
Being downtown, you're centrally located, so being a lifelong Pittsburgher, if you live in the east, you don't go to the north, and if you live in the south, you've never been to Butler. I mean, it's crazy how that works, but it exists. So I want to be downtown. I need to be downtown, but I also need downtown to make a comeback of sorts.
Right.
And whatever steps are necessary to make that happen need to happen. And like you said, needs to happen now.
Right on.
Not in 10 years, not in, and putting parks in places for people to hang out doesn't really answer the question. You have to fill the office buildings with workers, and yes, they're going to turn a lot of them into residences, but would you live downtown?
No. Hell no. Hey, and
I live in the city, but I wouldn't live downtown, and that's sad to say.
And let me ask you both this. Forget about picking a candidate. Doesn't Pittsburgh need change? Phil first. Does not Pittsburgh need change, right?
Yes, we are at a tipping point, and it needs massive change on a lot of levels.
Joe, does Pittsburgh need change right now, sir?
Without question, change is a necessity. If you're going to keep reinventing yourself and evolving, you have to change.
Hey, Joe, I got to tell you a personal story. I was at dinner with Phil, who's one of my closest friends, at Eddie V's last Saturday night. He had the most beautiful cashmere sport coat on I've ever seen, and I hugged him and didn't want to let go, to be honest, Joe. He was so cuddly. But I said, damn, that coat is smoking. You know what he said? Joe Orlando. My man.
My man, that's for sure. He's the best.
Dresses me.
He's the best.
All right, fellas. Thanks for telling the damn truth. Appreciate you, boys.
Hey, Marty, thanks for having us on.
All right, man.
Good
back.
being with you, Phil.
Right back.
Take care,
See
guys.
you, Joe. See you, brother.
Thank you.
My man says he's got to walk the gauntlet every day. Is that how you would like to describe your living situation, your working situation? Honey, headed off to the gauntlet. From the PJ Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA Traffic, Papa Bowser. Ellen Gamble, what's up?
All right, thanks, Marty. What's up is the Parkway West continues to back near the top of Green Tree Hill. 28 southbound is moving well, with the exception of one spot where we have construction zone lane restrictions set up for your daylight travels right around the Highland Park Bridge, and we are seeing slowdowns there. Parkway East inbound slows only at Edgewood Swissvale, but a reminder for you that you could have intermittent traffic stoppages of up to 15 minutes at a time in both directions on 376. This is between the Monroeville Business 22 exit and the Monroeville 48 South exit. That happens 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. potentially daily through mid-November, so plan ahead. With AAA Traffic, I'm Ellen Gamble on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
All the news you need for your day and the sports, music, and podcasts you love are all on the free Odyssey app. Download now.
Hi, it's me, your USPS Ground Advantage shipment. Just left the warehouse and hitting the road.
I know. Just got the notification.
Great. Smooth sailing so far. I'm almost there.
Yes, I know. I get all the updates.
Made it. Safe and sound.
I know.
Well, did you know I was with USPS the whole time?
Oh, yeah. I know.
Keep your business in the know with the USPS Ground Advantage service. Visit USPS.com/in-the-know.
I had the worst dream last night. You were in a car crash, and the kids and I were on our own. We had to move out of the house because I couldn't afford it anymore.
That's awful, hon.
My brother got life insurance from Ethos, and it only took 10 minutes. And he got $2 million in coverage for around $2 a day. It's all online. No medical exam. He just answered a few health questions right from his house.
Ethos, here we come.
Visit ethos.com/apply. That's ethos.com/apply.
Sample rate is a 10-year term life policy for 35-year-old healthy, non-smoking male. Billed monthly.
My friends at NASCO, I love NASCO Roofing. They take pride in exceeding thousands of customers' expectation. Great roofing, great service. Janet from Pittsburgh was pleased with how quickly NASCO did her job. She loves NASCO's professional courtesy and the price. Roofs are all NASCO does. Thousands of customers like Janet. Let them satisfy your next roof. Call NASCO Roofing, 412-373-2000, 412-373-2000. Most jobs done in a day and special financing. NASCO.
Seems everything costs more these days. Gas, groceries, and when's the last time you checked your wireless bill? Yikes. When it comes to big wireless, if you're staying, you may be overpaying. Here's how to get the same fast, reliable nationwide coverage without the big wireless bill. Switch to Consumer Cellular. Plans start at just $20 a month, and that's not a short-term promo. Our U.S.-based experts will get you switched and saving in about 20 minutes. Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com and start saving today. Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing.
Do you feel like you're going through life clouded by doubt? Talk to California Psychics. Our trusted and accurate psychics are available 24/7. And we guarantee, if it's not life-changing, it's free. Download the app or connect with us at CaliforniaPsychics.com. Right now, new customers get 80% off their first reading. Experience the joy of certainty. California Psychics.
A trial is 99% preparation, and nobody prepares better than us. Get the good guys, Goodrich and Geist.
Have you heard about Gunny's Ridge? Oh, you're about to. Gunny's Ridge is a safe haven, a healing place, a learning place. It's for veterans with long-term PTSD. You know, there are thousands right here that need help, and they need it right now. It's a 100-acre farm, rec center, learning space, amazing space. Wait till you see the plans. There's a lodge and a barn. There'll be one-on-one activities, family activities. We can make this dream come true. We can do it together. Check it out at Gunny'sRidge.org, Gunny'sRidge.org. Amazing.
Where Pittsburgh comes to talk. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
No, we don't make this stuff up. I got kind of irritated with the mayor suggesting that incident with the 75 kids running rampant through downtown didn't happen. It kind of gives me a rash. It's kind of annoying. We're going to get into the thing with the mayor here in a second because I think it's important that we hear from all sides. But at the end of the day, these are firsthand accounts of guys that love this town. Come on, man. Phil DeLucente, come on. He lives Pittsburgh. Come on. Come on. Joe Orlando? Come on. My man. Folks, he's as much part of the downtown fabric of this town as the Grant Building or the Oliver Building or anything downtown. But just like with Wiener World, honestly, because they were downtown for decades, and the crap show literally forced them to move. And now they're in the U.S. Steel Building and doing great. UPMC Building. But they had to hide from it. They had to hide from it. We had the owner of Wiener World on every day because every day for him sucked downtown. It's the truth. His wife cried every single day. Is it better? I guess. But listen to Joe. Joe's right in the heart of it. It's a beautiful, actually, men's store. Beautiful, beautiful. And the guy is a stylist to every player in this town. Athletes, lawyers, half the damn people at the TV stations, not me. I wear hoodies, unfortunately. I'm a slob. And my man is literally said, I have to walk the gauntlet every day. He gets threatened. He gets chased. Had to throw a guy out last week, as you heard him say, he threatened to kill him and rob him. It's bull crap. And Phil's right. Phil says, screw it. Fix it or I go. And I mentioned Petrogallo because he's one of the best lawyers in America. and he's a stalwart downtown in 1 Oxford Center. And I was told Billy Petrogello's like, screw it, we're out of here. And then my man Aaron Stauber came in and bought his building and promised to make significant changes. And we've got Stauber live tomorrow. He's now the largest owner of real estate in downtown Pittsburgh, over $1 billion. We're going to find out from him what downtown Pittsburgh has to do. But the rhetoric from Gainey, we're going to hear some of these clips after the break, suggesting that everything's great is wrong. I like the mayor. He's very charming, very charismatic, insanely good communicator. However, downtown sucks. Are you proud of downtown? Are you safe downtown? Are you secure downtown? Can you answer all of those questions in the affirmative? To which I would say, hell no. And the players, the so-called developers that the mayor suggests are influencing Corey, hell yeah. Hell yeah, because they want to develop downtown. And Gainey says, screw you. We're getting the mayor on here. We're going to have him in here face to face. A very different approach to my interview process with the mayor. And this notion that downtown is great, for him to suggest that Public Works is screwed up because of Peduto is crap. It's on you now, brother. It's on you now, Mayor. This is your town. And you just heard from 2 players in this town who can't stand downtown. And so what's their agenda, Mayor? It's not politics. It's personal. You don't want a guy who's been downtown for more than 30 years to say, every day I have to walk the gauntlet. Do you, Mayor? Do you, sir? And until he says, Joe Orlando says downtown is wonderful, until Phil DeLucente, who spends millions downtown every year, until he says downtown is wonderful, downtown sucks. And that's on you, Mayor. Every time I go into the offices of much it's helped me on this talk show, and it's so rewarding. FYZICAL, 412-457-8200, right behind the Monroeville Mall. Look, I had chemo and radiation, jacked up my balance. It doesn't anymore. Physical, FYZICAL, it works.
Has your home or business been damaged by fire, water, or storm? Even when dealing with insurance, you have a choice who repairs and cleans up the mess. Call Service Master of Greater Pittsburgh.
The man, the yellow van, call Service Master.
Do you get sinus infections, congestion, sinus pressure and pain, sinus headaches? You've gone to the doctor, you visit urgent care over and over again, and it's always the same thing, right? Oh, I know, let's try some antibiotics and nasal sprays. But they just keep coming back. You may suffer with chronic sinus infections. The good news? Relief is possible. How? A minimally invasive procedure done in the office of Pittsburgh Sinus Centers called balloon sinuplasty. Imagine the relief of not having to deal with your chronic sinus infections. Set an appointment today with Pittsburgh Sinus Centers and find out if balloon sinuplasty is the solution for you. Call 724-903-8048. 724-903-8048. That's 724-903-8048.
When your heat goes out, you need help fast. And you need someone you can trust. Call McVeigh Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. The experts at McVeigh are trained to repair any type of heating system and any brand of heating system. With McVeigh, you're sure to get friendly, honest, and reliable service. Their responsive team is ready to get your heating system fixed fast, so you and your family are warm, comfortable, and worry-free. Don't wait. Call McVeigh Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, or go to callmcveigh.com to schedule an appointment.
From the Aetna Medicare Solutions Studio.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
56 and partly cloudy. It's 10:30. I'm Paul Rasmussen. There is new information about the Pitt student who disappeared in the Dominican Republic last week. News Radio KDKA's Tamira Rush has more.
Missing University of Pittsburgh student Sudiksha Kanaki's clothes were found on the beach where authorities believe she was last seen going for a swim. The 20-year-old vanished early Thursday while she and a group of students were on a spring break trip to a resort in Punta Cana. After going to a nightclub on Wednesday night, Kanaki and a group of people went to the beach around 4 a.m. A security camera showed the women returning to their rooms about 5:55 a.m. According to police reports, a man stayed behind with Kanaki on the beach. The last time she was seen on security camera footage was around 4:15 a.m. on Thursday. Law enforcement authorities are increasing the perimeter of the search area of beaches and water in the ongoing operation to find Kanaki. Tamira Rush, News Radio KDKA.
The PIAA says the result of a state playoff basketball game that ended with a brawl in the stands is a double forfeit. The Uniontown and Meadville teams have been removed from this year's and also next year's state tournament unless several provisions are met. The PIAA also reprimanded both schools for not addressing their fans' unsportsmanlike behavior. Penn State's Board of Trustees has approved a football naming rights deal. This fall it will be called West Shore Home Field at Beaver Stadium. The announcement comes as construction continues on a stadium revitalization project. Nearly 8,000 temporary bleacher seats are being installed along with temporary concession stands and restrooms for the upcoming football season. On Wall Street, the Dow is down 447 points at 41,464. The Nasdaq is down 64 points. The S&P down 37. KDKA Radio News Time, 1032. Our next update at 11. I'm Paul Rasmussen on the Voice of Pittsburgh News Radio, KDKA.
Window Nation customers have been singing our praises for years. With fast, local service and an industry-leading 96% customer satisfaction rating, it's no wonder.
I researched window companies for the last year to see what the average prices were and the quality of work. Window Nation nailed both.
Get 2 windows free with every 2 you buy. Pay no interest for 2 full years. Hurry, this offer ends soon. Schedule a free estimate now. Call 866-90-NATION or visit windownation.com. That's 866-90-NATION.
Hey, folks, it's Marty Griffin. This is important stuff. Health insurance options. You got to talk to my friends at MediConnect. They're changing the game in health insurance. Individual coverage to Medicare. They ensure that you get the most while paying the least. I've seen it. They connect you with all the insurance options in our area. Their loyalties lie with you. Their services are free. Don't call the carrier. Call MediConnect. 888-818-6334. Please, tell them Marty sent you.
Do you want to walk, play pickleball, and enjoy other fun activities to stay healthy but cannot because you're in pain? You deserve a better life, and the Good Feet store can help.
I just had difficulty walking. I could not walk in bare feet at all.
Do you keep buying new shoes and inserts from the store or online with little or no relief?
I tried all kinds of shoes. It was the arch supports that made the difference from the Good Feet store.
Thanks to the Good Feet store, I'm bowling 3 nights a week, pain-free.
Don't let foot pain get in the way of staying healthy and having fun. Stop by the Good Feet store today with your favorite shoes. We'll personally fit you with high-quality arch supports to ensure your comfort. Come to the Good Feet store today and live the life you love. Visit us in Robinson Town Center, in Cranberry Township, in Morgantown at Suncrest Town Center, or book your free fitting at goodfeet.com. Good Feet arch supports are proudly made in the USA. Come in and take a free test walk today.
Went to high school with Bob Tootie from Tootie Mechanical. So I've known him, 40 plus years? His business is insane. Tootie Mechanical. The service is unbelievable. The professionalism is unbelievable. And the help, man, they've put 400 free furnaces in homes. Tootie Mechanical is the best for HVAC I've ever seen in my career. They're amazing people, amazing service. Tootie, 412-771-4100. Call them. From the P.J. Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA Traffic, powered by Bowser. Ellen Gamble, what's up, my friend?
All right, thanks, Marty. The McKees Rocks Bridge is what's up, and it's closed in both directions between Route 65 in Brighton Heights and Route 51 in McKees Rocks. You're going to follow the posted detour through 3 p.m. there. Flight crews are on scene to allow emergency vehicles and PRT buses access to the bridge as needed during overhead sign installation work today. As a result of this closure, we're seeing a lot of heavy traffic on Route 51 coming out of the Rocks and the Esplin section of the city. Very heavy coming down through Sheridan, a multi-light delay for you as you approach the Corliss Tunnels intersection on Route 51. Construction zone lane restriction is in place on 28 southbound, right by the Highland Park Bridge, so that's causing some heavy traffic, backing at times toward the Fox Chapel on-ramp there. Parkway West inbound stacks at the top of Green Tree Hill. With AAA traffic, I'm Ellen Gamble on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred roofing replacement contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
Lots of sunshine the rest of today. A breezy, warm afternoon with a high near 70, and partly cloudy tonight, though 35. Clouds and some sun and still mild tomorrow, high 62 to 66. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Have you heard about Gunny's Ridge? Oh, you're about to. Gunny's Ridge is a safe haven, a healing place, a learning place. It's for veterans with long-term PTSD. You know, there are thousands right here that need help, and they need it right now. It's a 100-acre farm, rec center, learning space, amazing space. Wait till you see the plans. There's a lodge and a barn. There'll be one-on-one activities, family activities. We can make this dream come true. We can do it together. Check it out at gunnysridge.org, gunnysridge.org. Amazing.
Hi, Paul Alexander here. You know, over the past 10 years, the weight loss industry has seen it all. New medications, fad diets, sculpting. Yet Awaken 180 still stands alone as the proven solution for lasting weight loss. Results at awaken180weightloss.com.
The KDKA radio text line is driven by Kenny Ross Auto Group. Find your best deal and Pittsburgh's best warranty at kennyross.com.
All right, Colin Dunlap 2-6 today. The mayor, he had some things to say to KDKA. We'll definitely talk about that and a bunch of other things. Again, 2-6, Colin Dunlap, KDKA.
How do you respond to, over the past weekend, we talked about the kids running around the streets. Somebody suggested that you told the police, don't bother with them, no arrests.
Huh?
Is
Somebody
that true?
said that? No, that's not true. Somebody said that?
Yes. Social media, otherwise.
That's not true. That's not true at all. We're investigating exactly what happened. You know, there was not an event downtown, nor was there any activity for youth. For, you know, I'm always, the thing that amazed me and why I wanted to investigate it real closely is that, you know, we've all been young and but I've never heard of 75 youth just coming downtown to wreak havoc without there being an event or something down there that they were already at. When we went back over, you know, the reports that we have on things like that, that's never occurred. This is the first time. So they're investigating, and we should have some answers hopefully in a couple weeks.
Why the hell does it take a couple weeks? That's a load of crap. I was born tonight, but not last night. I was born on a Tuesday, but not this Tuesday. Come on, Mayor. Come on, Mayor. Mayor, listen. This is Saturday night. 2 weeks. Come on, man. You can investigate a homicide in 2 weeks. Listen to this, Mayor. This might help. Listen.
It's these same juveniles downtown. Their numbers have increased to about 75. They have thrown paper all over the street here and was fighting with the business owners. We're code 4 right now.
Listen, Mayor. One more.
224, can you start down to Liberty and Wood? There's about 75 unsupervised juveniles down there. They trash Liberty and Wood. They're throwing paper, Port Authority signs. Please, downtown units got them moved along for now.
What are we doing here, man? And by the way, that doesn't even get into the idiots, the cops, including one of Collins' boys, so jumping up and down on top of $110,000 cars parked in the valet section right in front of Capitol Grill. This crap that the mayor threw at Larry, that, an event, I don't know what brought them downtown. Well, it was called The Thaw. It's Pittsburgh's latest attempt to get you to come downtown and spend your money and ignore the madness. The gauntlet, as Joe Orlando puts it. The kids came down to play in their way. Derelicts. Not one arrest. The reason why it gets out there in social media, as Larry suggested, that they were told not to arrest anyone because they didn't. One of Collins' boys comes around the corner. There are kids jumping up and down on top of a G-Wagon. It's a $110,000 to $150,000 Mercedes. Not one arrest downtown Saturday night. Flat out ignorant by definition. For the mayor to suggest that this is a fluke is so annoying to me. And this crap that'll take 2 weeks. Come on, man. Come on, Mayor. Your guys knew Saturday night what the hell was going on. I have 8 minutes of sound. 8 minutes of sound regarding what happened downtown. All right, let's get into this. Play the first bite, Ryan, with Gainey talking about the nomination, the Democratic nomination, because the results are in. They did a recount. Listen.
Secondly, I know it was predicted from his camp that we would lose by 75 to 100. You know, they said a whole lot of things about me that haven't been true, a whole lot of things that have been exaggerated. You know, to come down to an historic 274 to 270 speaks volumes in regards to exactly the momentum that we have. We didn't lose by 75. We didn't lose by 100. We're demonstrating that we're not only in this, but we're picking up momentum as we go. Every day the campaign is picking up. I can see it when our people's out there in the field knocking these doors, talking to the people. They're so excited. So at the end of the day, all this demonstrated again is that, you know, people hear one thing, but you know, when we're on the grounds at these doors, we're hearing something totally different.
All right. So he's right. There were beliefs, and we're going to talk to Corey live here in about 20 minutes, Corey O'Connor. So they did the recount. Gainey lost again. But there were folks who believed Corey would win by a large margin. The mayor's right about that. And it is a tight race. Why? Because Gainey gets socialists out, progressives out. And they work hard. Give them credit. Give them credit. Play the clip regarding MAGA Republicans. This is fascinating. Fascinating.
You and I both know that I never went and met with anybody from Trump's MAGA team in order to get information, to consult with them, to have operatives. I didn't spend President's Day meeting with those groups in order to find out how they can have influence in the mayor's race and take over the mayor's office. I've never done that. I've stayed true to my values because I am who I am. But we can't continue to say that we Democrats or progressives and we meet with MAGA people for their consultation, their operatives, and everything else. At some time in life, we have to be able to speak the truth. And the truth is, I'm a progressive. I am a progressive Democrat who demonstrated the ability to get conservative and moderate votes at the Democratic nomination, and I appreciate them for that.
And you're suggesting Corey O'Connor and his team did that?
Oh, they did. They met with Trump MAGA Republicans on President's Day at the Duquesne Club. We got the letter and everything right here that he would come. Now, what he said is he didn't know who was going to be there. That was a lie. Then he said Democratic strategist was going to be there. That, you know, I don't know if they were there or that. Then he said he didn't know anything about it. He just, you know, happened to show up. But we got a letter saying, hey, Corey's going to be there to talk to MAGA Republicans about this race and about how they can have influence in the mayor's primary.
All right, that's enough. That's enough.
That's a fact.
That's
you
enough.
And I both know
that's enough.
that I've never been in.
Ryan, 25% of Ed's money is from Republicans. 25%. I don't give a crap who he met or thinks Corey met with. 25% of Ed's money is from Republicans. 18% of Corey's. Facts are facts. Facts are clear. Pittsburgh wants change. I don't give a crap who anyone met with. I'm just telling you what the numbers say. It is what it is. But let's be honest. We got Corey coming up next, talking about all of these things. I think it's fair that we get a response from him. Don't you folks? At the end of the day, Pittsburgh demands change. And that's a simple fact. I wanted to get into this issue of his color, race, in this. Please play that clip. Thanks, buddy.
You know, when I understood coming into this office, being the first African American, the city's ever seen that, I would have some challenges. I've embraced those challenges because at the end of the day, Larry, I'm not concerned about how people see me because, of the color of my skin. Marty asked me one day, how do I feel about people not liking me because I'm black? Well, what do you want me to say to that? Like, I've been in this city my whole life. There's nothing I can say to that. If you don't like me because I'm black, there's nothing I can do about that. I can't focus on how you treat me. I can only focus on how I treat you. And I'm going to treat you the way that I would want you to treat me.
Play the last clip you have, Ryan, which is about the city for everyone.
I want a city that's for everybody, not a city that everybody looking at me or certain percentages of the population calling in, telling Marty or telling whoever we don't like him because of the color of his skin. I asked Marty, what room are you in that they talking like that? And why they talking to you like that? You know what I mean? Don't nobody come in my space and talk to me like that. So at the end of the day, I'm going to stay focused on making this the best city in America.
Race is a factor in every discussion in America. And for the mayor to suggest that it isn't is flat out ignorant by definition. It just is. But at the end of the day, Pittsburgh is in a spiral, and it's a downward spiral, and it's cratering. Every economic indicator suggests Pittsburgh is losing to every other city of its size in America. That's what troubles me. I don't give a damn about Ed Gainey's color. I just don't. I find it to be dynamic, charming, engaging, charismatic, with horrible people in place to so-called manage this town, and this town is failing miserably. At the end of the day, Pittsburgh needs change right now. From the P.J. Fitzpatrick, we got Corey O'Connor coming up next. From the P.J. Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, 888 Traffic, powered by Bowser. Ellen Gamble, what's up?
All right, thanks, Marty. As we look out over area roadways with the PennDOT cameras, we're seeing a lot of slow traffic on Route 28. That's because of a lane pinch for daylight work, fiber optic work. Southbound right now is impacted negatively with slowdowns around the Highland Park Bridge, so leave extra travel time for that. Parkway West inbound is backing at the top of Green Tree Hill. Parkway East inbound is slow between Edgewood, Swissvale, and the Squirrel Hill tunnels. And you want to plan ahead for lane restrictions on the Route 65 bridge over Connequenessing Creek. This in North Sewickley Township, Beaver County this week. Through Friday, the 14th, you'll find a single alternating lane of travel on the 65 bridge between Country Club Road and Mercer Road. Crews are working there from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. each day. With AAA traffic, I'm Ellen Gamble on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Did you know that now you can listen to all your favorite stations, including this one, shows, and even podcasts, all on the Odyssey app? Download it now.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-700-6898. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-700-6898. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-700-6898. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. Call 800-700-6898. 800-700-6898 or biglou.com.
All right, everybody, it's here. The March to Spring Training and opening day is officially upon us. Hey, I'm Rob Bradford from Baseball Isn't Boring, and we'll have you covered every single day with instant reactions to late-breaking signings, determining which players are, yes, truly in the best shape of their lives, and behind-the-scenes stories from all the excitement and intrigue that spring training brings. Follow Baseball Isn't Boring in the free Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
You just realized your business needed to hire someone yesterday. How can you find amazing candidates fast? Easy. Just use Indeed. Start at Indeed.com/credit.
It's almost that time for us to feed the need with Greater Pittsburgh Community Food Bank on KDKA Radio. On March 25th, our Giant Eagle Feed the Need Radiothon will be raising money to provide meals for our neighbors in need. Text NEED to 50155 on our Allegiant Community Federal Union text line, and your donation will provide meals locally. Brought to you in part by Rome Monuments, Hampton Beer Outlet, and Memorial Highway. Details at KDKARadio.com.
Magnificent March savings at Coons Market. Isn't that right, Frank Dentisi?
Right, Rob. Save with your Coons Reward Card. Farm-raised fresh salmon fillets are $8.88 a pound. Tender spring asparagus, $1.77 a pound. And selected varieties of Mrs. T's pierogies, 12 to 16-ounce packages, $1.88 each. Additional savings in our meat department. Gerber's Amish Farm fresh chicken thighs, 5-pound bags, $6.99 each. And Wick's Maryland-style crab cakes, 4-count packages, $4.89 each. In our produce department, On the Vine cluster tomatoes, $1.49 a pound. And selected varieties of Sarah's chocolate Easter eggs, 8-ounce package, $9.99 each. In our deli department, available every Friday, Coons Batter Dip fish sandwiches, $9.99 each. In our bakery, assorted fruit-filled mini Danish 10-count package, $5 each. And this week, selected varieties of Di Fratelli pasta or pizza sauce, 14 to 24-ounce jars, 2 for $4.
So get in on the magnificent March savings underway now at Coons Market. Coons Market, a Pittsburgh tradition.
Look, Julian Gray and I became good friends when my parents passed. And in those difficult times, I'll tell you what he did. He got us through it. Seriously, with estate planning, unbelievable. With managing the taxes, unbelievable. With a will, unbelievable. This is what they do, folks. They're certified elder law attorneys, and they are committed to helping you with legal issues and protecting your family. Julian Gray is the best I've ever known. I have gone in his office in a frenzy, worried about taxes, about the estate, about how to manage money, about how to manage my future. And Julian Gray and his people answer those questions. They're the best going. GrayOuterLaw.com, GrayOuterLaw.com, 412-458-6000, 412-458-6000. The best.
Here's your Jill on Money question of the day.
Ken from Ohio asks, my wife and I were married last year. She owns the home we live in. However, she wants to add me to the deed since I am now making all of the mortgage payments. Is there a cheap and easy way to do this? Ken, this is a little bit tricky, but it is actually doable. You need to find a lawyer who will add your name to the deed, and that would make you joint owners with rights of survivorship. As for the existing mortgage, adding you to the note could be a little bit trickier. It might require a refinance, and with rates likely higher than what your wife has, you may not want to do that.
Have a question? Go to JillOnMoney.com.
And now, a Progressive ad brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Drivers who switch to Progressive could save big with Progressive. This has been a Progressive ad from Progressive. See if you could save at 1-800-PROGRESSIVE or Progressive.com.
The 50,000-watt voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
I find it fascinating what's happened in Pittsburgh. Because I grew up here. I was here when there were 600,000 residents, and now there are 300,000 residents. That's kind of a problem. In politics and politics. And it's Corey versus Gainey. And you're going to have to make a choice. We got Corey up next. This notion that he met with Republicans, I don't really care. Whoever gets you to the finish line, man, why do I care? What's fascinating, the same folks that gave Gainey money, same Republicans gave Corey money. They're playing both sides off the middle. And you know, at the end of the day, folks, you're going to have to make the choice. But I would argue this. What's better about Pittsburgh? I think we're choking. I just do. I think we're in a bad place. I just do. It's not the way we want it. And what I find ironic about Gainey suggesting that developers gave Corey money, so what? So what? Who cares? No kidding. They want to build in the city. And Gainey won't let them. Downtown Pittsburgh sucks. It's in a bad place. It irritates me. Play the clip real quick one more time about the kids downtown Saturday night. Please, Aaron.
How do you respond to, over the past weekend, we talked about the kids running around the streets. Somebody suggested that you told the police, don't bother with them, no arrests.
Huh?
Is
Somebody
that true?
said that? No, that's not true. Somebody said that?
Yes. Social media, otherwise.
That's not true. That's not true at all. We're investigating exactly what happened. You know, there was not an event downtown, nor was there any activity for youth.
All right, that's enough. Now play the clip from downtown, Ryan, please. The scanner stuff.
It's these same juveniles downtown. Their numbers have increased to about 75.
All right, that's enough. Thanks, Ryan. Appreciate you, brother. Max, it's obnoxious, this whole denial thing, is it not? Because you've lived this, you've seen this, and it irritates you as much as anyone else, right, Mad Max?
It's disingenuous at best and deceitful at worst.
Right.
To say that there weren't 75. So you're saying that your Pittsburgh police are liars?
Right.
You're calling your officers, you're saying they don't know how to estimate numbers? I mean, these guys are trained, for crowd control and estimating numbers and calling for backup and stuff. So but to not be able to say they know what 75 people looks like, I mean, I don't know, man. Pretty shady.
Did you hear Joe Orlando and Phil? Same thing you've been saying for years. Downtown sucks.
And I've had some conversations with some people, too, that have referred to it as the gauntlet.
Right.
So that's not, that's a term that those people that talk in that circle use.
And by the way, Max, do you want a business owner that's been downtown for 30 years to say, walking from his office is running the gauntlet, sir? Is that a marketing strategy for the Chamber of Commerce, sir?
It is not. And it's very unfortunate that we've had a few businesses flee the area already.
Right.
Because of everything of the last few years.
Right.
Why did they have to get to this point? It's maddening.
It is. Pittsburgh needs change, does it not, Max?
Absolutely.
Mad Max, my man. Corey O'Connor next, folks.
When the weather turns bad, turn to us for the best news, weather, and traffic information from the KDKA Radio Storm Center. Brought to you by Service Master of Greater Pittsburgh, Demand, the Yellow Van, McVeigh Plumbing and Heating, and by Butler Transit Authority. Online and on the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
The Village at St. Barnabas, the perfect place for mom.
I'm with Joe Potocznik, JP Roofing and Siding. Congratulations, Joe. Triple Crown winner from Owens Corning.
Yes, Larry. We are proud to announce that we are recognized for service excellence, product excellence, and MVP based on marketing leadership and customer service.
Call Joe and his team. You'll get the best of the best. Get a free estimate for roof and siding replacements. Call the roofing replacement experts at JP Roofing and Siding, 412-829-7711. Congrats, Joe.
Thank you, Larry.
Asbestos-related deaths in Allegheny County are 50 to 100% higher than the national average. In a city defined by its history with steel making, many local area tradesmen and steel workers were exposed to asbestos on the job and are now suffering from lung cancer or mesothelioma. If you have been diagnosed with lung cancer or mesothelioma, you may be entitled to compensation, even if you smoked. For a free consultation, contact the Pittsburgh-based law firm Goldberg, Persky, and White at 1-800-COMPLEX or online at gpwlaw.com.
Are you having trouble hearing? Hearing loss can devastate the quality of your life. Now, there's an affordable fix for you or your loved one. Rated in the best hearing aids of 2024 by USA Today, Audion Hearing has the highest quality hearing aids at the lowest prices, just $189.
I actually like them better than my old $5,000 hearing aids.
I could not believe how my hearing and life changed.
Join over 500,000 happy customers by going to audionhearing.com. That's AUDIEN hearing.com.
Celebrate twice as much with NordVPN's birthday deal. Get 72% off and a coupon for up to 1 year free. Visit NordVPN and discover the benefits. Secure up to 10 devices with a single account. Encrypt your online traffic. Reduce the risk of phishing, scams, and malware with NordVPN's Threat Protection Pro. Get the special birthday deal at NordVPN.com. Additional terms apply. NordVPN.
SchultzFord.com. 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 SchultzFord.com.
KDKA and KDKA FM HD2 Pittsburgh. W261AX Pittsburgh.
Always live on the free Odyssey app. From the Aetna Medicare Solutions Studio.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
60 with a few clouds. It's 11 o'clock. I'm Paul Rasmussen. The National Weather Service says there's an elevated risk of wildfire spread this afternoon due to a combination of dry and windy conditions. Residents are urged to be cautious handling possible ignition sources like machinery, cigarettes, or matches. Right now, winds are out of the south at 15 miles an hour. We've had a gust of 26 recently. The Steelers could have a deal in place with Aaron Rodgers. NBC Sports reported last night a source with knowledge of the situation said the Steelers and Rodgers could have an agreement in place as soon as today. Now, the team started talks with Rodgers several days ago after it became apparent Justin Fields would be leaving. Mayor Ed Gainey is doubling down on the claim his opponent in the mayoral race has met with MAGA Republicans to get their support.
Oh, they did. They met with Trump MAGA Republicans on President's Day at the Duquesne Club. We got the letter and everything right here, and I would have never. Could you imagine what the news would have reported if I met with the MAGA Republicans? They'd have been on me for 2 weeks straight.
The mayor's comments came during an exclusive interview with Larry Richert on the Big K Morning Show. Southwest Airlines is ending its free checked bags policy for most travelers. With more on what it means for you, here's News Radio KDKA's Tamira Rush.
The airline will break with its 54-year history, saying not everyone will be able to check 2 bags for free, a perk which will now be reserved for select customers. One airline industry analyst says this will destroy the Southwest brand.
This is how you destroy customer preference. This is how you destroy loyalty. And this, I think, is going to send Southwest into a financial tailspin.
Starting this May, only Southwest Rapid Rewards A-List preferred members and Business Select Fare passengers will continue to receive 2 free checked bags. Everyone else will be charged. Tamira Rush, News Radio, KDKA.
Investors are watching stock markets closely after Monday's sell-off. On the Big K Morning Show, Applecast economist Sam Kahn said both businesses and consumers are uncertain about the months ahead.
For businesses, they don't know where the path of tariffs are heading. Or is it going to be tariffs today or tomorrow? And that changes investment and hiring plans. And then for consumers, they're feeling worse about the economy in terms of a sentiment, and they're expecting higher inflation expectations.
Right now on Wall Street, the Dow is down 566 points at 41,334. The NASDAQ down 101, and the S&P down 53 points. A faculty and staff hiring freeze is in effect at the University of Pittsburgh through the end of the fiscal year in June and possibly into the next fiscal year. The university says the freeze is necessary due to uncertainty about federal research grant funds. A notice sent to the Pitt community is asking departments to reduce non-compensation expenses, limit non-essential travel, and also limit discretionary supply purchases. KDKA Sports this afternoon. The Pirates and Yankees will play at Bradenton. Also, Pitt meets Notre Dame in the ACC tournament. Robert Morris and Youngstown State will play for the Horizon League Championship tonight, and the Penguins and Golden Knights face off at PPG Paints Arena. The news is brought to you by PJ Fitzpatrick. Home improvements with no interest financing if you need it. TrustPJ.com. KDKA Radio News Time, 11:04. Mostly sunny and 60 now at Pittsburgh International. AAA traffic and the AccuWeather forecast next.
Looking for a new car, truck, or SUV? There's only one clear choice, the Power of Bowser family of dealerships, featuring Chevrolet, GMC, Buick, Hyundai, Subaru, Nissan, and Genesis. With 3 locations across the Pittsburgh area, you're sure to find the perfect vehicle at Bowser. The Power of Bowser puts the power in your hands at powerofbowser.com. Shop the Bowser Express Store and choose your vehicle, payment, and financing options. Value your trade. and even schedule pickup of your new ride, all at powerofbowser.com. The Bowser family of dealerships in 3 locations: Pleasant Hills, Monroeville, and Chippewa. Visit powerofbowser.com today. The Power of Bowser family of dealerships, Route 51 South on top of the hill.
Think trifectas are rare? Not at PJ Fitzpatrick. You can get American-made windows that are beautiful, affordable, and energy efficient. PJ Fitzpatrick has a variety of financing packages that work with any budget. Plus, they provide peace of mind with a lifetime guarantee on materials and labor for your new windows. You can have it all. Visit trustpj.com today for a free design consultation. That's trustpj.com.
From the PJ Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA Traffic, powered by Bowser. Ellen Gamble, what's up?
All right, Marty, what's up is we have a bridge closure for you until about 3 p.m. this afternoon. If you like to travel Route 65 and the McKees Rocks Bridge, maybe heading over to Route 51 in the Rocks, you cannot do that, and you can't travel in the other direction either. They're doing some overhead sign installation work today until 3 p.m., and that is closed in both directions between Brighton Heights and McKees Rocks. We do have access for PRT buses and emergency vehicles, but otherwise you'll need extra time to follow the posted detour. And 51, as you take that, 51, of course, West Carson Street, as part of the detour toward the West End Bridge, you're finding a multi-light delay at the intersection with the Corliss Tunnels. Parkway West, just some slowdowns on the front side of Green Tree Hill ahead of the Fort Pitt Tunnels. 28 southbound is heavy due to construction near the Highland Park Bridge. There's a lane restriction there. Parkway eastbound, a minor delay before the Squirrel Hill Tunnels. With AAA Traffic, I'm Ellen Gamble on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred roofing replacement contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
A gorgeous afternoon with lots of sunshine and a warm breeze, the high close to 70. And tonight, clear to partly cloudy, low 35. For tomorrow, intervals of clouds and sun, high 62 to 66. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Hey, folks, it's Marty Griffin. Tax season is here. What a better way to reinvest in your home than brand new windows from Universal Windows Direct. Check this out. Tax time sale. Buy 2, get 2 free. Buy 4, get 4 free. And finance now, no interest until 2030. 412-545-6003. Amazing windows, amazing sale, amazing service. 412-545-6003.
Pittsburgh's 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
I have Corey O'Connor on hold. I want him to hear this because Ed Gainey says this didn't happen. Listen to this. This is Saturday night downtown.
224, can you start down to Liberty and Wood? There's about 75 unsupervised juveniles down there. They trash Liberty and Wood. They're starting paper, Port Authority signs. Please, downtown units got them moved along for now.
Play the next one, too, please, brother.
It's these same juveniles downtown. Their numbers have increased to about 75. They have thrown paper all over the street here and was fighting with the business owners. We're code 4 right now.
All right, so, and then you had the kids jumping up and down on the BMWs. Cops saw that live. It was a crap show. Okay, they were fighting with. Did you hear what he said? They were fighting with business owners. The mayor said that didn't happen. This is part of my issue. Honestly. And then there's the fact he accused Corey of being a liar. I'll play that in a second. Corey O'Connor joining me. Good morning, sir. How are you?
Good morning. How are you?
I think this is part of my problem. No, I don't think. I know this is part of my problem with where Pittsburgh is right now, sir. Denial, sir. Denial is a river in Egypt, but it's a problem in Pittsburgh. I had Joe Orlando, who's been downtown for 35 years, told me this morning that leaving his clothing store is running the gauntlet. I had Phil DeLucente, Billy Petrogallo saying, we got to get the hell out of this town unless it's fixed. And the mayor saying, we didn't have 75 kids running around downtown. Isn't that an issue, sir, denying that we have a problem downtown, sir?
Well, the issue is the lack of transparency.
Right on.
I mean, if you look at this, it's tell us statistics, tell us numbers. And you mentioned youth. Where's your investment in youth? You know, for me, our first initiative was about youth and give kids chances, give kids opportunities, have open gyms on our rec centers on weekends, provide opportunities for our kids and families to grow here. And they just want to deny that they are managing a decline in Pittsburgh, not talking about opportunities for growth. I just met with a young man the other day who wanted to start an art studio, and he looked at downtown. And it's like, yes, you're the one I want to talk to. Make downtown vibrant. Make our neighborhoods vibrant. But you have to be investing in them, not in plans and studies. We've studied Pittsburgh. We know Pittsburgh. I know the difference between Greenfield and Garfield. Let's invest in our business districts and our small businesses so that they can continue to grow and expand, and talk about using our space downtown differently. I think it's great we're renovating some of these buildings for housing, but they all can't be renovated for housing. So have a vision for what you're going to do on different corners in downtown to make it vibrant so the kids have places to go.
Also, Mayor, Corey, you got to have cops that are willing to arrest people downtown that are running around, 75 of them, jacking up cars.
I mean, Marty, that starts, number one, with having an actual chief of police.
Right on.
You are now on chief of police number 5. And the last one not only didn't want the job, he quit the force entirely.
True.
What is that message to an officer who's risking his or her life on a weeknight or weekend working the midnight shift, you know, in the South Side or downtown? They're risking their lives, and yet the top cop who was hired before is allowed to referee college basketball. I believe somebody told me he did the Robert Morris game last night.
I saw pictures. Yeah, I did. Yeah.
So it's like, so this is the leadership in the city. You can't hire a full-time chief of police. You know, that is an issue. That is why officers, you know, at the top down, their morale is shot because there's no leadership.
Hey, Corey, I want to play something.
To do the job.
I want to play something that he said about you directly, and then I want your response. Hold on. Play that clip with Gainey talking about Corey and the Republicans.
And you're suggesting Corey O'Connor and his team did that?
Oh, they did. They met with MAGA. They met with Trump MAGA Republicans.
Play it again, please.
And you're suggesting Corey O'Connor and his team did that?
Oh, they did. They met with Trump MAGA Republicans on President's Day at the Duquesne Club. We got the letter and everything right here that he would come. Now, what he said is he didn't know who was going to be there. That was a lie. Then he said Democratic strategist was going to be there. That, you know, I don't know if they would hear that. Then he said he didn't know anything about it. He just, you know, happened to show up. But we got a letter saying, hey, Corey's going to be there to talk to MAGA Republicans about this race and about how they can have influence in the mayor's primary. That's a reality. That's a fact.
So Corey joining us, he's accusing you of being a liar and kind of sneaking around meeting with MAGA Republicans, which for me personally is kind of laughable. Respond, please, sir.
Oh, it's absolutely laughable. It shows a mayor that's desperate, a mayor that is not talking to the realities of the Pittsburgh that's crumbling around him under his watch. He's still blaming a mayor from 4 years ago for the problems that we have with public works.
I heard that.
You are the mayor. You step up. You want to talk about that meeting? Let's talk about the meeting. I go to meetings all across Pittsburgh, talk to small, large business owners, people that want to invest in the city. I get invited to talk every night. I can't tell you in the rooms whether they're Democrats or Republicans. They want to hear my vision for Pittsburgh. So I get invited to a room. I go, I speak, tell them my vision about Pittsburgh, never asked for $1 of investment in my campaign, left the room. And I can tell you there were Democrats in the room because I know who Democrats are in this city, and they were in that room. You're allowed to talk to people, and not only that, the funniest part about him calling me a Republican, the last report showed that he got more Republican money than I did.
He did.
And let's not forget about this. This is a mayor who wants to stand up for the Democratic Party, and he went out and invited Donald Trump and MAGA to host their national convention in our city. Let's talk the reality of this, Mayor. No, take the blinders off. You wanted Donald Trump and Republicans to have their convention here, and yet you're accusing me of being a Republican when you're the one that welcomed them with open arms to talk about their policies around this country, and he did that.
Hey, I got to ask you, I get this from folks in town. What the hell is this with Corey saying he's a progressive? So he's no different than Gainey. We're going to get the same progressive politics, the same far-left mentality. Why the hell should I vote for Corey? He's just like voting for Gainey. What do you say, sir?
Because you know this and I know this. Look at my record. Who has gotten things done while they were on city council? Who went out and got a sick leave bill that helps hundreds of thousands of people now, not only in the city but in the county? Who knows how to talk about economic development, not just talk about affordable housing, but who built it? You know, somebody said you could never do affordable housing in Squirrel Hill. The gateway to Squirrel Hill, we have 2 affordable housing units that are booked. You want to talk about economic development? Look at the investment we made in Hazelwood Green, where we're creating companies of the future in life sciences and robotics. You know, that's the difference. I know how to get the job done. I know how to make sure water fountains are turned on in this city from my 11 years experience on city council. I know not to deplete your pothole budget because guess what? Every spring we're going to have potholes, and a lot of people are hitting them left and right here because you want somebody that knows that job inside and out and can do it day one, because Pittsburgh can't afford 4 more years of this administration because they are managing our decline instead of talking about opportunity and growth in every neighborhood for every individual.
Hey,
and
Corey,
that's the
a
difference.
lot of rhetoric out there about this vote Sunday. You won by 3. Everybody said Corey's going to win by at least 75, and Gainey's declaring that a victory. Respond, please, sir.
Yes, so here it is. First time ever that we have checked that a 4-year mayor who was the city chair of the party lost the Democratic endorsement. First time ever a 4-year mayor who ran for the endorsement lost. Mayor Peduto did not seek the endorsement. I was so happy to win that endorsement because I've been a Democrat my entire life. And for me to beat a sitting mayor in that endorsement who was the prior chair of the committee, which holds a lot of power to appoint people throughout their years as chair, that is, again, that is something that had not been done. Sophie Masloff, when she had lost it in the late 80s, but she did not serve a 4-year term. She took the spot after Caligiuri had passed away, unfortunately. So this is the first time that's happened. And to me, that is a great win because it shows across the city of Pittsburgh that Democrats want a change.
Hey, Corey, you mentioned Public Works, and this irritates the hell out of me. I posted pictures last week of 4 Public Works trucks being towed. I posted pictures of them paying a couple $100,000 for rented trucks they can't even drive. This crap that somehow that's Peduto's fault is just that, sir. Crap, is it not?
It is. At some point, the buck stops here. Like, when is this administration going to take responsibility for anything? There was $340 million of COVID relief money from President Biden at the time. Why was that not invested in buying new trucks, buying new equipment, buying ambulances? Our ambulances right now, some of them break down to and from calls. You know, but we're so caught up in social media that we're actually not doing the actual day-to-day work that actually operates a city. Plowing the streets, fixing the potholes, making sure fountains are turned on in the summer so the kids can drink water when it's 95 degrees outside. That's what we're lacking. We're lacking somebody that knows how to steer the ship and get us back on the right track.
I've also heard from his people that you've been bought and sold by big developers like the guys at Walnut Capital. What is that about, sir?
Again, look at his report. He takes money from developers as well. It's so funny to me that we took our lead in this election off of the mayor. When the mayor took that money, we were open to taking those funds. And I would actually like to argue the chair of my campaign is an affordable housing developer around this county. He's supporting me because he knows the importance of affordable housing, and he knows that I can get it done. You know, that's what we're lacking here. You want to go, argue about who gave what money because you're avoiding the conversation about the actual issues in this city. And he takes the same money I do. He just wants to – sorry, go ahead.
No, please. I appreciate it. I'm trying to work it out where I can get both of you in here together. Would you be amenable to that if it worked out, sir?
Yeah, anytime.
All right, man. Corey O'Connor, it's a pleasure.
All right,
Thank you.
thank
Thank
you.
you for responding.
Take care.
All right.
Thanks.
There you go. He's fighting back. I appreciate the call. From the PJ Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA Traffic, powered by Bowser. Ellen Gamble, what's up?
All right, thanks, Marty. We have the lookout here with the PennDOT cameras right over the lower deck of the outbound Fort Pitt Bridge, and we do see the traffic is stopped at the Fort Pitt tunnels. It has been stopped for the past couple of moments. What we can tell you is the delays approaching the outbound lower deck of the Fort Pitt Bridge are on the build, stacking quickly past the county jail on the Parkway East inbound 376, and you're stacked across the Fort Duquesne Bridge, the Portal Bridge, and onto the approaches from the North Shore Expressway. So do leave extra time if you need to travel there. We'll bring you more details as soon as we have them here. Parkway West inbound is sluggish for you right around the runaway truck sand pile before the Fort Pitt tunnels. You're lining up on the Parkway East inbound between Edgewood, Swissvale, and the Squirrel Hill tunnels. 28 has slow traffic past the Highland Park Bridge. There's a single lane there because of some daylight fiber optic work. With AAA traffic, I'm Ellen Gamble on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
All the news you need for your day and the sports, music, and podcasts you love are all on the free Odyssey app. Download now.
Honey, I found the perfect place for my parents and us.
Where?
St. Barnabas. For us, the Woodlands Carriage Home Community. And for my parents, condominium-style living at the Village. My folks will love the Village. There's an indoor mall with shops, restaurants, and more. And we can relax, knowing they're safe and secure.
That's what I plan to do when we move to St. Barnabas. Relax.
Call 724-444-5568 or visit stbarnabascommunities.com.
My friends at NASCO, I love NASCO Roofing. They take pride in exceeding thousands of customers' expectation. Great roofing, great service. Janet from Pittsburgh was pleased with how quickly NASCO did her job. She loves NASCO's professional courtesy and the price. Roofs are all NASCO does. Thousands of customers like Janet. Let them satisfy your next roof. Call NASCO Roofing, 412-373-2000, 412-373-2000. Most jobs done in a day and special financing. NASCO.
Hair Volume is the best-selling hair tablet in the world and one of many award-winning natural hair products from New Nordic. Purchase at newnordicusa.com or CVS.
Get Marty is brought to you by Perry Calder Law. When it matters most, contact Perry Calder Law.
At Ashley, we're celebrating 80 years of innovation, style, and value with special offerings on stunning pieces. Get our top designer styles and pay over time with 80-month special financing on in-store purchases made with your Ashley Advantage Synchrony credit card. Don't miss the Ashley 80th anniversary sale going on now, only at Ashley. Shop in-store and online. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payments required. See store associate for details.
Folds of Honor has been meeting sacrifice with hope since 2019 in Western PA. It's their honor to empower people through education and the opportunities it creates. Their scholarship application process is officially open from February 1st until March 31st. Apply today at foldsofhonor.org/scholarships. Please consider a donation to help provide scholarships at westernpa.foldsofhonor.org. Spitzer Toyota of Monroeville is a proud supporter of Folds of Honor.
My man Carlos and I talked yesterday. Carlos is the best tree guy I've ever known. I mean, the best, folks. Come on, man. 3 decades of experience. A-plus rating with the Better Business Bureau. A-plus. Senior discounts. Military discounts. Large trees. Confined areas. Training to work near power lines. Come on. 412-884-TREE. 412-884-TREE. 412-884-8733. Call them.
If you are new to Medicare and have questions, Aetna can help. Aetna has a Medicare Advantage plan that includes prescription drug coverage with a $0 monthly plan premium. Plus, the plan includes benefits like dental, vision, and hearing. Call Aetna today at 1-833-771-3415 to learn more. A licensed agent will answer your call.
Aetna Medicare is an HMO PPO plan with a Medicare contract. Our DSMPs also have contracts with state Medicaid programs. Enrollment in our plans depends on contract renewal. Plan features and availability may vary by service area.
Hear about it, then talk about it. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
All right. Heard from the mayor with Mr. Larry Richard, and I'm lining up the mayor. I'm trying to get them both here at the same time. I think that would be beneficial. Not in the debate thing, just have them both in the room for an hour. Why not? They'll both do it. Excuse me. One guy I trust with honesty in this deal, and he listens to all this stuff. He's been at it for more than 40 years. He's been elected. He's been unelected. He's still an insider. And I really do value his opinion about politics, and I wanted to snag him after you heard from both gentlemen. My man, Jim Ellenbogen. All right, brother. Jump in. How'd they do?
Morning.
How'd they do?
I'd give them both a C.
Uh-huh.
And the reason is neither one of them wants to talk about what the problems are in Pittsburgh. Number one, public safety. Number two, taxes. Number three, public works.
Hold on, though. I got to say, Corey got into great detail about the cops. He got into great detail about the streets and public works. Got to be honest.
Well, okay, I understand it, but maybe I'm a little jaded because I've been doing this a long time.
I get
you know there's no money. Tell me how you're going to get the money to pay to have more police.
It's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Huge issue.
So
Huge.
My problem is I want more detail.
No, I get it. It actually makes what you're saying is profoundly significant. I don't care if they elect Jesus, unless he does a loaves and fishes thing with cash. We're kind of strapped, are we not, sir?
Exactly, and that's my thing. I'm jaded from 40 plus years of doing this.
Yep.
I've listened to every BS freaking thing you could ever hear. Tell me specifically what you're going to do.
The only thing I would argue is that just what I hear from people that know, Corey would work better with the big nonprofits. He would work better with the big developers who want to change the dynamic of downtown. Is that fair?
I can't. That's very fair assessment. I agree.
Okay.
Very fair.
And this crap that Gainey threw out there about downtown on Saturday night, I can't stand that never happened routine, right?
Well, every time I drive over the Fort Pitt Bridge, I want to yell out, "Good morning, Vietnam."
Wow.
I am real. Someone very close to me works downtown, and every time I drive her to work, I'm uncomfortable.
Well, you heard Joe Orlando saying he walks the gauntlet from his office. Is that the way to describe downtown, brother?
I think Joe's being more than fair, if you ask me.
So whose race is it to win, man? Whose race?
It's Corey's to win or lose at this point.
I see.
And I think that he would serve himself better if he would quit trying to steal Ed's base and start concentrating on the people that are sitting on the couch that just may not vote, who are the moderate. There's a lot of moderates in the city.
Nice.
They need to be motivated to get off the couch and go vote.
Nice. And how would you do that? How would you do that?
I would speak to them in a sense of the things that affect them, the garbage, the things like that. And they're going back and forth on TV about Trump. What does Trump have to do with what's going on here? And they're trying to make that an issue here, and it's not an issue to people like me.
All right, man. Love you. I love you. Ran out of time, but you nailed it, sir.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, millions of men experience ED, but not everyone can access or afford treatments like Viagra. At HIMSS, our own board-certified urologist, Dr. Peter Stahl, knows this better than anyone, and he knows that HIMSS can help.
Hi, I'm Dr. Peter Stahl, Senior Vice President of Men's Sexual Health at HIMSS. I've helped many guys with ED, and it has never been more convenient to treat than it is right now, thanks to HIMSS.
Through HIMSS.com, you can access a full range of treatment options for ED, including daily or as-needed meds through a 100% online process. If prescribed, your medication is shipped to you for free. Find the ED treatment that fits your needs. Options at up to 95% less than the brand names when you get started at hims.com/joy. To start your free online visit and find ED treatment at up to 95% less than brand name prices, go to hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit.
There is treatment for neuropathy. I'm Dr. Dawn Spalla.
At Allegheny Health and Physical Medicine, we treat neuropathy patients daily. No drugs, no surgery, just relief. Call 724-224-2224 for a free consultation in our Sarver or Brackenridge locations.
Hey, folks, it's Marty. These guys are good. Before Oakmont Country Club hosts the big event in June, they need to replace their deck. My favorite family-owned construction company, C&S Cousins Construction, won the contract. 3 local guys, love them. Sam, Steve, and Calvin. If you're replacing your windows, doors, decks, everything from the top of your house to the patio, call them now. From planning, design to construction, C&S Cousins Construction are here to enhance and expand your living space. C&S Cousins Construction, 989-COUSINS, 989-COUSINS.
From the Aetna Medicare Solutions Studio.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
60 and partly cloudy at 11:30. I'm Paul Rasmussen. Mayor Ed Gainey addressed today on the Big K Morning Show the Allegheny County Democratic Committee's endorsement of his primary election opponent, Corey O'Connor.
You know, to come down to an historic 274 to 270 speaks volumes in regards to exactly the momentum that we have. We didn't lose by 75. We didn't lose by 100. We're demonstrating that we're not only in this, but we're picking up momentum as we go.
The recount, which took about an hour and a half, showed no change in the results. Lane closures and detours, plus several road projects, are getting underway this week. News Radio KDKA's Tamira Rush has details.
Beginning with the Parkway East, the project will run between Churchill and Monroeville to work on the supports under several bridges along that route. The work will take place between 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. each weekday into November. On McKnight Road, closures includes the right-hand lane southbound over the weekend from Perry Mount to Babcock Evergreen. That right lane will remain closed until mid-July for a rebuilding of the curbs and resurfacing of the driving lane. And Route 28, it will be down to a single lane during the midday hours between the Highland Park Bridge and Route 8 for fiber optic work. This project will impact both the north and southbound lanes for the rest of the week. Tamira Rush, News Radio KDKA.
President Donald Trump will double his planned tariffs on Canadian steel and aluminum from 25% to 50%, escalating a trade war with one of the United States' top trading partners. The president says the increase takes effect tomorrow in response to a 25% price increase by Ontario on electricity sold to the U.S. On Wall Street, the Dow is down 443 points at 41,469. The Nasdaq now up 17. The S&P is down 25. KDKA Radio News Time, 11:32. Our next update at noon. I'm Paul Rasmussen on the Voice of Pittsburgh News Radio, KDKA.
March is full of lucky days here at Jim Shorkey Kia in Wexford. 2025 Kia Sportage LX lease for $168 a month for 24 months with $29.95 due at signing. Or finance it at low 1.9% APR for 60 months. Plus 3 years of prepaid maintenance, a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty, and $500 more for your trade. PA's #1 volume Kia dealer, JimShorkeyKiaWexford.com. Call 1-855-410-4037 for complete details on all offers and terms.
Hi, it's me, your USPS Ground Advantage shipment. Just left the warehouse and hitting the road.
I know. Just got the notification.
Great. Smooth sailing so far. I'm almost there.
Yes, I know. I get all the updates.
Made it. Safe and sound.
I know.
Well, did you know I was with USPS the whole time?
Oh, yeah. I know.
Keep your business in the know with the USPS Ground Advantage service. Visit USPS.com/in-the-know.
I had the worst dream last night. You were in a car crash, and the kids and I were on our own. We had to move out of the house because I couldn't afford it anymore.
That's awful, hon.
My brother got life insurance from Ethos, and it only took 10 minutes. And he got $2 million in coverage for around $2 a day. It's all online. No medical exam. He just answered a few health questions right from his house.
Ethos, here we come.
Visit ethos.com/apply. That's ethos.com/apply.
Sample rate is a 10-year term life policy for 35-year-old healthy, non-smoking male. Billed monthly.
I went to high school with Bob Tootie from Tootie Mechanical. So I've known him, 40 plus years? His business is insane. Tootie Mechanical. The service is unbelievable. The professionalism is unbelievable. And the help, man, they've put 400 free furnaces in homes. Tootie Mechanical is the best for HVAC I've ever seen in my career. They're amazing people, amazing service. Tootie, 412-771-4100. Call them.
At Giant Eagle,
they've seen why Pittsburgh is called the City of Champions. Since 2020, with Odyssey and local communities, they've provided over 3.3 million meals through the Feed the Need Radiothon. This year, they're helping again. They're going to team up again with Odyssey and the Greater Pittsburgh Community Food Bank, who've been helping those in need for over 40 years. Giant Eagle, they're proud to fight hunger in the communities we call home. Donate today at KDKA.com.
Hey, folks, John Perry is a good friend, and he's a great lawyer, one of the best. Top to bottom, the lawyers on his staff are amazing, including his sons, by the way, Alex and Trevor. They have some of the biggest settlements and wins in Pennsylvania history. They're feared by doctors and insurance companies. I have sent family and friends there. Perry Calder Law, 412-281-4200. Perry Calder Law, 412-281-4200. The best I've ever seen.
Here's a harsh fact. 40% of women and almost 20% of men suffer from varicose or spider veins. And if you think this is just a cosmetic problem, think again. Varicose or spider veins, if left untreated, can lead to swollen or discolored legs, cramping, the inability to stand or walk, neuropathy, even worse, blood clots, which can travel to other parts of your body. But here's the good news. Advanced Medical Vein Treatment Centers offers plans that treat and cure the condition, not just cover up. Grab your phone, take down this number, and call 800-597-7992. That's 800-597-7992. When you call, you'll get free information. Free information on how you can live your life to the fullest again. Walk, exercise, sleep well. Your vein problems will not go away on their own, and in time can lead to major health issues. Call Advanced Medical Vein today for free information on fast and easy solutions that are covered by most insurance plans, Medicare included. Call 800-597-7992. That's 800-597-7992 today.
From the P.J. Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA Traffic, powered by Bowser. Ellen Gamble, what's up, my friend?
All right, thanks, Marty. Folks, if you are trying to head up onto the outbound Fort Pitt Bridge, maybe the outbound tunnels, heading on the Parkway West to the western suburbs or the airport right now, you need to leave some extra time. We had the tunnels closed for a time, and there's traffic that is moving once again. That's the good news. But the backups on the approaches, it's pretty heavy. So on the Parkway East 376, you are stacked up between the Boulevard of the Allies exit and the exit for 2nd Avenue by the jail there. And that's where the lineup begins. Coming across the lower deck of the Fort Duquesne Bridge, headed for the Fort Pitt Bridge. It's solid and backing onto the approaches from both sides of the North Shore Expressway. Parkway West inbound is heavy around the top of Green Tree Hill. Stop and go down the front side there, heading inbound toward town. And we have an accident in Penn Hills on Rodi Road near Duff Road. It's making things very heavy for you as you try to head to the Parkway East there. With AAA traffic, I'm Ellen Gamble on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
Plenty of sunshine this afternoon, a breezy, unseasonably warm afternoon, high near 70, then partly cloudy tonight, though about 35. For tomorrow, clouds, some sun, and still mild, the high 62 to 66. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Hi, Paul Alexander here. You know, over the past 10 years, the weight loss industry has seen it all. New medications, fad diets, sculpting. Yet Awaken 180 still stands alone as the proven solution for lasting weight loss. Results at awaken180weightloss.com.
The KDKA radio text line is driven by Kenny Ross Auto Group. Find your best deal and Pittsburgh's best warranty at kennyross.com.
All right, Colin Dunlap 2-6 today. The mayor, he had some things to say to KDKA. We'll definitely talk about that and a bunch of other things. Again, 2-6, Colin Dunlap, KDKA.
One of my boys is Carl Delecandro. He's a wonderful man. And why do I love him? He's like family to me because he's put in, I don't know, at least 24 stair lifts for folks that couldn't afford them. We were at our live show at Oakmont Bakery, and a veteran, remember him, Patrick? Veteran comes up and goes, "You fellas," and the guy had oxygen, could barely walk. He said, "You fellas put a stair lift in my house." And he's a veteran. And when this happens to a veteran, I always connect the dots. Like, why the hell do veterans have to pay for their own damn stair lifts? And without Carl Delicandro with A+ stair lifts, what the hell would happen to them? So I got a text from Carl, who I love to death, yesterday, that has me a bit concerned that the situation is worsening for veterans because of all these cuts and layoffs and planned cuts, and a veteran reaching out for help. Good morning, brother. How are you?
Good morning, Marty. I'm doing fine. Thank you for having me on. Appreciate it.
But I'm right? You're feeling some angst about what's happening in D.C., and there's some blowback happening already, right?
Exactly. Family had called me looking for a stair lift, and talked with a family member, and they were just trying to help their 99-year-old uncle, great uncle.
Wow.
And the more I spoke with them, I just found out, we talked. They told me he was a veteran, and I'm concerned. I'm like, have you talked to the VA about this? And I'll paraphrase this. She pretty much just told me that, they were kind of short with her and that they wouldn't be able to help, and they ended the conversation. Marty, it's not the first time we've gone through this. I mean, going back to our late veteran friend in Lawrence County.
Yep.
Pearl Harbor survivor.
Yep.
Same thing. They dragged their feet. Family members, were beside themselves. They actually called you.
Yep.
And needed some help. And if you remember that story, when they followed up to see how he was doing, and they said they didn't need their help anymore because they got a stair lift from you.
Right.
They really changed their tune, and they tried to get a stair lift in there. But
what you're saying is so relevant, my man. It's always been tough. It's always been kind of a pain in the ass, but now it's even tougher, and there's fear out there that it's going to get worse, right, sir?
Absolutely. A friend of my wife's, she was pretty much beside herself when she called the other night. Her husband, diagnosed with cancer, went through all the testing, and was just on like a holding pattern until he could, start the treatment. Well, each time it got postponed again, and they're not really giving her straight answers of what's happening, but it's obvious. He was able to get testing before the cuts. Now the cuts came through, and whether they're short-staffed or what, but, and there's going to be another cut of employees being laid off, I guess, in June or so.
Talking about 70,000 layoffs in Veterans Affairs, 70,000, brother. And
I'm reading between 80 and 83.
Wow.
So,
wow.
I mean, that number may grow.
That's disastrous, is it not, sir?
It's just a shame that this is happening with the men and women that served our country. I'm just doing a small thing to help out, but I mean, my God, throughout the country, there are numerous stories that people could share.
Hey, man.
Of people not.
So you're going out to see this gentleman tomorrow, are you not? Tell me what you're going to do.
Well, I want to see the staircase, see what's all involved, and hey, I've got a few stair lifts that your listeners have donated.
Right.
From previous donations. Your audience is the greatest. You're great, Marty. You do an awful lot. You make things happen. And if we can get him with a stair lift, we're going to put that in fairly quickly for him.
All right, we need to be there. Let me know what happens tomorrow. If it's a go, tell us where we'll be there. I think it's magnificent. What's amazing, my man?
All right.
What's amazing, my man, is that this guy's. Did you say he was in his 90s?
She said he's 99.
Woo!
World War II veteran.
My man.
And, there aren't too many there.
My man, I'm gonna need a stair lift to heaven. I'm gonna need a stair lift to heaven at that point in my life, brother. God bless him. My man, I'm glad we can help.
Sure.
I'm glad we can help, and I'm glad I have friends like you. Let us know what you hear tomorrow, right, my man?
Thanks, Marty. I appreciate it. We'll do.
All right, man.
Take care. Do good things.
Love that, man. He's one of my favorite Americans. We've been in, like I said, 30, 40 homes with him. Put stair lift in a house. They're about $8,000. They can be $8,000. And Carl does it for nothing. And generally, the stair lifts come from folks like you. Someone passes, someone doesn't use it. He goes and takes it down, holds on to it. The need develops, and he does it. He's a magnificent man addressing a magnificently large problem. And he points out something very disconcerting, that there is a vibe in the veterans community that this situation is a tsunami that's going to crush a lot of veterans. I only hope that that's not true. We will stay on top of this one. If my man's putting a stair lift in for someone who's 99 years old, I got to see that, brothers and sisters. Hell yeah. Wow. Mr. DeLacandro, A+ stair lifts. Love that man. From the PJ Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA Traffic, powered by Bowser, Ellen Gamble. What's up?
All right, we have a couple of accidents, Marty. One in Penn Hills on Rodi Road near Duff Road. Also an accident in Mount Lebanon on North Meadowcroft Avenue at Arden Road. No accidents in your way, but lots of heavy traffic getting up onto the Fort Pitt Bridge outbound and the approaches to it. You're in very heavy traffic on the North Shore Expressway coming from 279 over the lower deck of the Fort Duquesne Bridge and then heading up onto the outbound lower deck of the Fort Pitt Bridge. On the Parkway East, you're lining up between the Boulevard of the Allies and 2nd Avenue exits trying to get up onto that outbound bridge. Parkway West inbound is slow for you right around the runaway truck sand pile as you head into the Fort Pitt tunnels. With AAA traffic, I'm Ellen Gamble on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Did you know that now you can listen to all your favorite stations, including this one, shows, and even podcasts, all on the Odyssey app? Download it now.
Suddenly it's spring. Discover everything for your home at the 43rd Annual Pittsburgh Home and Garden Show, now through Sunday, Convention Center downtown. Shop the region's most trusted marketplace. Stroll through the fully furnished open concept model ranch home by Buckhorn Showcase. This weekend only, see HGTV celebrity and Pittsburgh native Steve Ford from the hit show Restored by the Fords. Visit pghhome.com for details. Don't miss the largest home event in America with acres of products and services in one place at one time. The Pittsburgh Home and Garden Show, now through Sunday, Convention Center downtown.
Thinking of retiring? You need to juggle a few things. Your cash flow, insurance, Social Security, IRA rollover, and a suitcase for all those exciting trips you've dreamed about. Now you can see why so many people turn to Bill Few Associates Wealth Management. At Bill Few Associates, we look at your life, not just your investments, so when you're ready to retire, you can afford what you need and what you want. Don't try to juggle all the concerns of retirement on your own. Call Bill Few Associates Wealth Management, 412-630-6000, or visit billfew.com.
Tired of hearing scary radio ads about the IRS? Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000 or $500,000, we have a solution. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS with zero risk to you. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with a BBB. End your tax nightmare today by visiting TRA.com or call 800-488-1329. That's 800-488-1329.
Welcome to Staples.
I hear Staples prints it all for any business.
You bet, and we'll beat any print quote.
So if I had a pizza place...
Staples can print signs, menus, pizza boxes.
A landscaping business?
Oh, we can print yard signs, T-shirts, brochures.
How about a pizza/landscaping business? I'll call it Dough and Mo.
I like it.
Right now at Staples, get up to $250 off your print purchase. Ends 4/5, exclusions apply. Visit staples.com/print for offer details. Price match guarantee valid in store and staples.com/print. Visit staples.com/price match for details.
Have you heard about Gunny's Ridge? Oh, you're about to. Gunny's Ridge is a safe haven, a healing place, a learning place. It's for veterans with long-term PTSD. You know, there are thousands right here that need help, and they need it right now. It's a 100-acre farm, rec center, learning space, amazing space. Wait till you see the plans. There's a lodge and a barn. There'll be one-on-one activities, family activities. We can make this dream come true. We can do it together. Check it out at gunnysridge.org, gunnysridge.org. Amazing.
This is attorney Christine Brown Murphy with the law firm of Zachariah Brown. If you have a loved one in a nursing home, we need to talk. Give our office a call at 724-942-6200 or visit our website at pittsburghelderlaw.com.
It's almost that time for us to feed the need with Greater Pittsburgh Community Food Bank on KDKA Radio.
On March 25th, our Giant Eagle Feed the Need Radiothon will be raising money to provide meals for our neighbors in need. Text NEED to 50155 on our Allegiant Community Federal Union text line, and your donation will provide meals locally. Brought to you in part by Aetna, Isleys, Beano's, and Greater Pittsburgh Auto Dealers. Details at KDKARadio.com.
With Progressive, it's easy to reach customer service with our app, website, chat, or by phone. Because when getting help is hard, it's not help at all.
Little help. A little help over here.
Thank you for calling Bench Press Assistance.
What?
Due to excessive gym volume, all available spotters are currently lifting heavy weights off the chests of other bench pressers.
Seriously?
Please continue to hold, and we will remove the barbell from your chest in the order in which your cry for help was received.
Getting assistance should be easy. With Progressive, it is. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Welcome to AT&T. How can I help?
Hey, I thought I could trust my twins with my phone, but, they outnumber me, man.
Whoa, that's a lot of glitter paint.
Let's trade lives.
At AT&T, everyone can trade in an old or glittered iPhone. Any year, any condition, and save on a new iPhone. Ask how to get iPhone 16 Pro on us. New and existing customers. Savings vary by device and trade-in combinations. Restrictions apply. See att.com for details. AT&T. Connecting changes everything.
Lacina Drapery and Blind Factory brings the home show to your home. For a limited time, get exclusive home show pricing on custom draperies, blinds, shades, and shutters. Plus, Lacina is offering a free top-down, bottom-up upgrade on Graber blinds, giving you more light control and privacy at no extra cost. With Lacina's free shop-at-home service, you'll get expert design advice and home show savings without the crowds. Call Lacina at 412-665-4900 or visit lacinadrapery.com.
And now for a business news update from the Pittsburgh Business Times. I'm managing editor Mike Larson. Walmart is facing what's likely to be the first big closing announcement at its new Monroeville Mall property. That's one of the potential outcomes from a warn notice filed with the Pennsylvania Department of Labor and Industry by Forever 21, the fast fashion apparel retailer that various press reports indicate is closing stores throughout the country. The warn notice filing specifically pertained to a Philadelphia store, but the filing for the company reports it's anticipated that all Forever 21 stores in Pennsylvania will be closed. That includes a total of 4 stores in Western PA, including at Grove City Premium Outlets in Mercer County. Also, the University of Pittsburgh announced yesterday afternoon a freeze on faculty and staff hiring amid other fiscal reductions in the wake of uncertain funding climate and potential cuts in the tens of millions and potentially over $100 million. The hiring freeze takes effect immediately and will last through at least the end of the fiscal year on June 30th and could last into the next fiscal year that begins July 1st, according to a statement. Pitt cited a shifting federal landscape and an effort to maintain Pitt's finances as the reasoning behind the move. For more on these stories and other local business news, log on to PittsburghBusinessTimes.com. I'm Mike Larson.
The voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
I'm finishing a sandwich. Sorry. I know I do it every day, but it's kind of how we eat. In the breaks. I'm not complaining. And I love Uncrustables. I love them. I could eat like 4 of them, but I eat 1. One of the few things that I love, due to the exposure to chemotherapy and radiation, and how it affects your taste buds, is a peanut butter. So in the morning I work out about 2 hours. I'm kind of nuts. And then I drink these massive shakes that I make with protein and all this crap in them. And then I have peanut butter crackers. It's kind of cool. But anyway, who cares? I wanted to read something that makes this show work. And I find great comfort in this, that we have a dynamic here that makes a difference. Carl is a classic case of that. He's a small business owner who's a magnificent father who has put in well over $100,000 worth of stair lifts for us for free, for folks who need them, for free. He's a hell of a man. And he makes a difference. He fills a void in the community that exists. We went to a guy's house, and I know Patrick remembers this. My man was downstairs. He's a veteran, had no legs. He had not been upstairs in like 7 years. 7 years. And we did two things for him. Remember, Patrick, he would roll down the mud in the front yard. He couldn't even get down the front yard. So he had a ramp put in, and then Carl DeLaCandro put in a stair lift. So he could use the bathroom upstairs for the first time in 7 years. Think about that. This guy was so cool. He's a veteran. He had a little seat right beside his couch where he watched TV and had meals and stuff. And that's how he used the bathroom for 7 years. Can you imagine? This is a veteran. And Carl, in conjunction with us, changed his life forever. Doesn't seem to me that most people would do that, but this is what this show does, and the blessing that we have and the kindness and the greatness of this town. So along those lines, I get this note last night. Dear Marty, I hope this email finds you well. This is out of the blue, unsolicited, and that's why I love these people and love this town. Guy's name is Kevin Smith. He's the owner of Gem Gutter Cleaning, GEM. Gutter cleaning, really tough business, kind of dangerous. A small business dedicated to keeping gutters and downspouts clean and functional. It's actually very tough. Specialized in clearing clogged gutters, cleaning them inside and out, and performing basic maintenance to ensure they work effectively. Okay? Based out of West Hempfield, but serve all of Southwest PA. He's got Google listings and Facebook website, all this stuff. Here's where the money comes in. The money shot, as we like to call it. The gold, the payoff. I'm reaching out because we'd love to contribute to the community by volunteering our services for those who need. Can you imagine? My man owns a small business and wants to help. I understand you coordinate businesses willing to lend a hand to residents who could benefit from support, but don't have the money to afford it. We'd be honored to join your efforts and provide gutter cleaning services to help local homeowners maintain safe and functional homes. It's a big deal. This is what I love about this town. This is what I love about this show. This is what I love about my new best friend, Kevin Smith. How complete strangers become family in one email. I love this guy. Gem Gutter Cleaning. Says, my man, who can I help? When do I start? I'm serious. Now that, my friends, is what I'm talking about. That is what will make America better. It's already great. This will make it greater. It's that sort of selfless dedication to this town, to this region, that makes me wake up every day and say, damn, we're making a difference. Thank you, my man, Kevin Smith. Cannot wait to get you in the game, brother.
The KDKA mobile news fleet is driven by Jim Shorkey Kia, North Huntington and Wexford. JimShorkeyKia.com.
The Village at St. Barnabas, the perfect place for moms.
Celebrate Ashley's 80th anniversary by getting a great night's sleep. Buy a Beauty Rest Black mattress and get a free adjustable base, putting the luxury of custom comfort and function at your fingertips. Plus, enjoy even more flexibility with 80-month special financing on in-store purchases made with your Ashley Advantage Synchrony credit card. Don't miss the Ashley 80th anniversary sale going on now. Shop in-store and online. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payments required. See store for details.
Join me, Jacqueline Coley, on a brand new podcast, Seen on the Screen, presented by Make It Universal and Rotten Tomatoes. Meet the innovative people at NBC Universal as they share their journeys, inspirations, and the movies that shape them. Each episode is an intimate and fun conversation about the impact of film. Seen on the Screen is available now.
You can find it on Apple, Odyssey, YouTube, or wherever you find your favorite podcasts.
Feel like everything's clouded by doubt? Visit CaliforniaPsychics.com. Our psychics are available to talk 24/7, and we guarantee if it's not life-changing, it's free. Experience the joy of certainty. California Psychics.
If you can plan barbecues and weddings, you can plan to protect yourself from a natural disaster. Sign up for local alerts, prepare an emergency kit, and make a family communications plan. Get started at ready.gov/plan.
Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Celebrate twice as much with NordVPN's birthday deal. Get 72% off and a coupon for up to 1 year free. Visit NordVPN and discover the benefits. Secure up to 10 devices with a single account. Encrypt your online traffic. Reduce the risk of phishing, scams, and malware with NordVPN's Threat Protection Pro. Get the special birthday deal at NordVPN.com. Additional terms apply. NordVPN.
SchultzFord.com. 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 SchultzFord.com.
KDKA and KDKA FM HD2 Pittsburgh. W261AX Pittsburgh.
Always live on the free Odyssey app. From the Aetna Medicare Solutions Studio.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
It's 64. Partly cloudy skies at 12 o'clock. I'm Paul Rasmussen. The National Weather Service says there's an elevated risk of wildfire spread this afternoon due to a combination of dry and windy conditions. Right now, winds are out of the southwest at 9. We had a gust of 22 at the airport recently. Residents are urged to be cautious handling possible ignition sources like machinery, cigarettes, or matches. CBS Sports has Aaron Rodgers ranked as the #1 free agent now available, and it appears the Steelers have the inside track at landing Rodgers with the Giants still in the mix. An NBC Sports report says a deal bringing Rodgers to Pittsburgh will be revealed at some point today. Mayor Ed Gainey is doubling down on the claim his opponent in the mayoral race has met with MAGA Republicans to get their support.
They met with Trump MAGA Republicans on President's Day at the Duquesne Club. We got the letter and everything right here, and I would have never. Could you imagine what the news would have reported if I met with the MAGA Republicans? They'd have been on me for 2 weeks straight.
And the mayor's comments came during an exclusive interview with Larry Richert on the Big K Morning Show. Southwest Airlines is ending its free checked bags policy for most travelers. With more on what it means for you, here's News Radio KDKA's Tamira Rush.
The airline will break with its 54-year history, saying not everyone will be able to check 2 bags for free, a perk which will now be reserved for select customers. One airline industry analyst says this will destroy the Southwest brand.
This is how you destroy customer preference. This is how you destroy loyalty. And this, I think, is going to send Southwest into a financial tailspin.
Starting this May, only Southwest Rapid Rewards A-List preferred members and Business Select Fare passengers will continue to receive 2 free checked bags. Everyone else will be charged. Tamira Rush, News Radio, KDKA.
President Donald Trump will double his planned tariffs on Canadian steel and aluminum from 25% to 50%, escalating a trade war with one of the United States' top trading partners. The president says the increase takes effect tomorrow in response to a 25% increase by Ontario on electricity sold to the U.S. Right now on Wall Street, the Dow is down 438 points at 41,491. The NASDAQ down about 16 points, and the S&P is down 32. The PIAA says the result of a state playoff basketball game that ended with a brawl in the stands is now a double forfeit. The Uniontown and Meadville teams have been removed from this year's and next year's state tournament, unless several provisions are met for next year. The PIAA also reprimanding both schools for not addressing their fans on sportsmanlike behavior. Penn State's Board of Trustees has approved a football naming rights deal. This fall it will be called West Shore Home Field at Beaver Stadium. The announcement comes as construction continues on a stadium revitalization project. Nearly 8,000 temporary bleacher seats are being installed, along with temporary concession stands and restrooms for the upcoming football season. KDKA Sports this afternoon. The Pirates and Yankees are playing at Bradenton. Also today, Pitt meets Notre Dame in the ACC tournament. A tip-off at 1:30 on The Fan. Robert Morris and Youngstown State play for the Horizon League Championship tonight and the Penguins and Golden Knights face off at PPG Paints Arena. The news is brought to you by PJ Fitzpatrick. For your home's windows, siding, doors, and bath, trust PJ.com. KDKA Radio News Time, 12:04. Recently lost health insurance or don't have insurance through an employer? Call One Health Benefits today, 724-799-8873 for affordable options. 64, partly cloudy in Pittsburgh now. The AccuWeather forecast is next.
Looking for a new car, truck, or SUV? There's only one clear choice, the Power of Bowser family of dealerships, featuring Chevrolet, GMC, Buick, Hyundai, Subaru, Nissan, and Genesis. With 3 locations across the Pittsburgh area, you're sure to find the perfect vehicle at Bowser. The Power of Bowser puts the power in your hands at powerofbowser.com. Shop the Bowser Express Store and choose your vehicle, payment, and financing options. Value your trade and even schedule pickup of your new ride, all at powerofbowser.com. The Bowser family of dealerships in 3 locations, Pleasant Hills, Monroeville, and Chippewa. Visit powerofbowser.com today. The Power of Bowser family of dealerships, Route 51 South on top of the hill.
Hey, folks, it's Marty Griffin. Tax season is here. What a better way to reinvest in your home than brand new windows from Universal Windows Direct. Check this out. Tax time sale. Buy 2, get 2 free. Buy 4, get 4 free. And finance now, no interest until 2030. 412-545-6003. Amazing windows. Amazing sale, amazing service. 412-545-6003.
You'll hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6986. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. There is 0 risk to you. If we can't reduce your tax debt, then you pay nothing. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have a 5-star rating on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-6986. That's 800-575-6986. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
March is full of lucky days here at Jim Shorkey Kia in North Huntington. New all-wheel drive 2025 Kia Sportage LX. Lease for $168 a month for 24 months with $29.95 due at signing. Or finance it at a low 1.9% APR for 60 months. A 500 vehicle selection plus 3 years of prepaid maintenance, a 10-year 100,000-mile limited warranty, and $500 more for your trade. You can't get much luckier than that. PA's #1 volume Kia dealer, Jim Shorkey Kia. Call 1-855-410-4996 for complete details on all offers and terms.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
Plenty of sunshine this afternoon, a breezy, unseasonably warm afternoon, high near 70, then partly cloudy tonight, though about 35. For tomorrow, clouds, some sun, and still mild, the high 62 to 66. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Selling a home doesn't have to be time-consuming or stressful. It should be fair, honest, and fast. Ryan Shalava here with the Home Buyers of Pittsburgh. My team and I will buy your home with cash in its current condition to close on the day you choose. Call 412-500-9057 or visit homebuyersofpittsburgh.com to get a cash offer today.
Everything you need, every time you listen. 100.1 FM and AM 1020, KDKA.
And something about our cultures has resulted in obnoxious parents galore, helicopter parents. Yeah, I live with my son. Yeah, we work out together. Okay. Yes, I cheer with my daughter just like high school. Okay. And then the annoying parents get to the games, and then they raise hell the whole game, and then they start a fight, and then it's all on tape, and then it goes on and on and on. I know a bunch of refs, not nearly as many as my guest, Mike White, knows. He's the best ever. ever reporter at high school coverage ever in my life. But a lot of refs are saying, to hell with it, man. I'm not dealing with these parents anymore. I'm sick of it. I hate it. They're obnoxious. They threaten us. We don't get paid. And a lot of refs are quitting. No more evidence than this ridiculous fight, this game, this PIAA inter-district basketball tournament game. Did you folks see this? First round, Meadville High School against Uniontown. And the morons took over. Did you see it? The video went viral. I mean, it was a big fight. Some idiots started punching, then it went into the stands, then it went out on the court. We're streaming it live right now. Looked like parents initially. Looked like it. Looked like old fat guys. And then the students, and then women and men, and a bunch of players spread out onto the court. Went on for several minutes. I don't know what the hell the rest is supposed to do. But the PIAA said, to hell with all of you. And they punished them severely. And I love it, because they got to do it, because these people have to grow up. Mike White joining me. Good morning, sir. Good afternoon, sir. How are you, Mike?
How are you, Marty?
You know,
love this stuff, don't you?
You probably say what I say. You've seen it all twice, right? This stuff gets old for you, though, right?
You know, I will say this up front. You know, and I just even talked to the PIAA executive director about this recently, and he is the president of the National Federation now also. And he's told me recently that states, they have meetings with all states around the country, and that fan behavior continues to get worse and worse.
Wow.
I would agree with that, but I would also say, Marty, this is not totally new. I've been doing this for how long? I mean, this is one of the worst situations. But I go back, I just remember a story, and I went back and looked at it. It's 1975, a great game, Fifth Avenue Valley in the state playoffs. Sam Clancy, B.B. Flannery at Charleroi. They had to stop the game. There was a brawl. Fans came on the court. But they got things under control. They finished the game. I just did a chat. A guy brought this up, and I kind of remember it. Looked at the story, 84, state quarterfinals, Aliquippa, Stowe Rocks, a brawl, a fight players. Fans came on the court. They had stopped the game. They were able to restore it, and they finished the game. I mean, this has gone on before, but not to the extent and the regularity, I think, that happens now. And the Uniontown Meadville game was one of the worst.
Wow.
But you know what, Marty, you know, you can read sportsmanship things that they do before every game. You know, I coach the officials get with the captains, and they read a sportsmanship message on the floor before the game to the captains and the coaches. It doesn't matter, because you know what? Once an idiot, always an idiot. You're not gonna change because of sportsmanship. You can try, and it doesn't matter. And then people lose their minds when their kids are involved in things. And
they do.
It's a sad situation, but really, it's not totally new. It's just worse.
Hey, tell our listeners how the PIAA spanked them, and I love this, Mike, what they did. Tell them about the sanctions. I love this.
Well, the biggest thing is they ruled it a double forfeit because the game was stopped with a little over 3 minutes to go. So it was ruled a double forfeit, and that meant that neither team will go on to the second round, which would have been tonight. So they will not get a chance at that. And I need to say, Marty, you know, this, by the PIAA bylaws, it has in their bylaws things to address this type of behavior and what the PIAA can do. And it is up to the PIAA executive director in inter-district games. He has control over it, and that's Bob Lombardi, and he and his executive staff made these rulings. They did not. It was not the board that they have. They can do that in inter-district games. It is in their bylaws. So they made a double forfeit, meaning neither team will go on. They also placed parameters on both teams that they have to attend, do some classes on the internet from the NFHS about sportsmanship. They also ruled a couple of the parties who are marked by the, I should say, individuals who are identified by the schools are barred from attending any school activities for the next year, school sports, which is good.
Yeah,
that's what needs to be. I mean, It's obvious. You watch the tape, you can see who's. There were a couple people arrested, and if they don't do those things, and they have to also give a report of what they're going to do in the future. If they don't do those things, their teams will be suspended, but they'll do them. And here's the thing, Marty. There's a lot of people out there, and I thought this way for a little while, saying, why do the kids have to suffer because of actions of adults?
Sure.
Well, here's the bottom line. My belief. Yes, adults. I said once an idiot, always an idiot. But they started this without a doubt.
Right on.
Okay, and I think both fans, whether it was some words and then some actions from Uniontown, they started this. But you know what? A lot of players then got involved.
I saw it.
And honestly, I know from a source there will not be enough players for Uniontown to play the next game, because if you're disqualified for leaving the bench or fighting, you're disqualified for the next game. So they would not have enough. They wouldn't have any players. And I don't think Meadville would have enough either. Yes, the players suffer this, but you know what? As hard as it is, you can't start wailing, throwing punches. You can't leave the bench, as hard as it might be. And it's in the bylaws. So I really don't blame the PIAA.
No way, man. Hell no. You did say it's been exacerbated, and I've seen it too, and I go to games, and it annoys me to no end. What is it? Is it parents have more money and free time? What is it? They're living through their kids? What is it? Social media? What is it, Mike? It's exacerbated, brother.
I think it was even getting worse before social media.
I agree,
Marty. I know. I mean, I know people that work in schools. Parents' behavior to teachers and officials is terrible. Is only getting worse. However, I don't think, and this is it. I don't think, because it seems like there's so many people in schools and administrators who are afraid of parents, they don't stand up to them.
True.
And this one, you know what? PIAA stood up to them, and the kids are gonna, they're bearing the brunt of it, but they were involved too. But I don't know. Parenting isn't anything like, especially with sports, like it was years ago.
Nope.
If your kid wasn't playing, your mommy and daddy didn't go.
Oh no.
To the school board and or to the coach. Why isn't he playing?
Oh no. Central Catholic. My dad said, "Work harder, son. Get out of my face."
Exactly. But I don't know. I've seen it firsthand in person. Heck, Marty, I wrote a story. I said this isn't new. I don't want to say it was about 20 years ago or so. I wrote the stories on the front page of a paper. It was Hampton Deer Lakes game. A parent came out of the stands and body slammed the referee.
I remember that.
And put him in the hospital.
I remember that.
Put him in the hospital. Yes. Yes, I remember. I wrote the story.
And my boss, PJ Comanchik, just sent me a video. In the handshake line, this kid, this hockey player, punches another
player. Yep.
What the hell?
Yep.
Come on, man.
Yep.
That'll be the last punch my son would ever throw. He would never play again. Screw that.
Yeah, I don't know if we solved anything here, but there's some opinions.
Hey, Mike. What about you? What do you do, man? Because you know this game better than anyone ever. Do you get worked up with your family?
What do you mean? Do I like when
kids play? Yeah.
When my kids play?
Yeah. Did you ever get screaming and yelling at games?
No. I never. No. I never.
No.
I mean, I coach now, and I say things to officials as a coach, but I don't.
It's not your thing.
I've never. I had 3 sons. 2 of them played basketball, varsity basketball, and I never said anything to a fan.
Right on.
Another fan.
Right on.
There might have been times they called a call on our team, and I was, "Oh, come on, rep," or something like that. But no, I mean, however, I think my job lended to Marty me having a little different attitude than, and you should say there are a lot of good parents out there.
Hell yeah.
And most of them are okay. Yep. But when their kids are involved, they lose their minds.
The guy screaming from behind me when my son's swimming last Saturday to his son who's swimming, Stop breathing, huh? Huh? All right, Jagoff, you too. Mike, you were the best ever, brother. I mean that, man. Thank you, Mike. You're the best.
Thank you, Marty. Enjoyed it. All right, take care.
Man. The guy was yelling in my ear, stop breathing. You too, sir. Wish you would, sir. Right now.
All the news you need for your day and the sports, music, and podcasts you love are all on the free Odyssey app. Download now.
You ever try fixing your car and realize you're missing that one part? Yeah, been there. That's why eBay's my go-to. They've got millions of parts, guaranteed to fit. I'm talking brake pads for when yours have seen one too many miles of stop and go. Oil filters, because you don't mess around with your engine care. Even got this cold air intake on my watch list. I might just go for it. To keep the ride cool and your DIY streak hot. Find all the parts you need at prices you'll love. Guaranteed to fit every time. eBay. Things. People. Love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Millions of Americans take medicine like Ozempic and Zepbound. Many of them are overpaying by thousands of dollars a year. These GLP-1 medications for diabetes, weight loss, and more may not always be covered by your insurance, but GoodRx can help. GoodRx helps you save every month on prescriptions at over 70,000 pharmacies nationwide. Best of all, it's free to use. Check GoodRx to save on GLP-1s. Just go to GoodRx.com/GLP. That's GoodRx.com/GLP. GoodRx is not insurance, but can be used instead of insurance, including Medicare and other federal and state-funded programs.
So, I tell Bowser all the time and how much the Bowser family has meant to us, just in terms of cars. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 Bowser cars right now, 4 Bowser cars. And it's amazing the service. It's amazing the sale. It's amazing the kindness. Fine, they take care of the Griffins. You would assume that would happen, right? So a friend comes to me, a young lady, desperate for a car, had an old beat-up Honda. True story. I sent her to Bowser looking for a Subaru. They had a dozen lined up within an hour. She went to Bowser. They gave her the best deal she'd ever seen on a car, and she called me crying. She was so happy about the salesman, about the service, about the pricing, and about the effort to make her happy, to put her in a Bowser car. I love them, folks. Why wouldn't I? They're absolutely amazing. Bowser gets it.
When you hire our firm, you become part of the family. Nobody messes with family. Get the good guys, Goodrich and Geist.
My friends at NASCO, I love NASCO Roofing. They take pride in exceeding thousands of customers' expectation. Great roofing, great service. Janet from Pittsburgh was pleased with how quickly NASCO did her job. She loves NASCO's professional courtesy and the price. Roofs are all NASCO does. Thousands of customers like Janet. Let them satisfy your next roof. Call NASCO Roofing, 412-373-2000, 412-373-2000. Most jobs done in a day and special financing. NASCO.
What happens when the power goes out at homes that have a standby Honeywell generator by Generac from AirPro Heating and Cooling? Absolutely nothing. Your power continues with a Honeywell generator from AirPro. Right now, save $1,000 when you buy a Honeywell generator from AirPro. Plus, get a free 7-year warranty on parts and labor. Call someone you know. Call the home generator experts at AirPro today. 800-749-0642. That's 800-749-0642.
CBS Eye on Veterans, presented by American Military University. Secretary of the Maryland Department of Veterans, Military and Families, Army veteran Major Tony Woods, shared how our National Guard troops were essential for military success.
People sort of don't fully realize their skills that they bring. And one of the things I realized, I was really blessed. I had police officers, firefighters, EMTs, mechanics, right? So the skills that these quote-unquote citizen soldiers bring to the fight is actually really, really incredible. I can tell you, there is nobody who understands if something feels off about this vehicle that has just approached our checkpoint than a person who is a cop. CBS Eye on Veterans is presented by American Military University. Veterans and their families receive 10% off undergraduate and master's level programs at American Military University, where your service is honored with savings.
UPMC, life-saving, life-changing information. Amazing.
Everything you need, every time you listen. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
I raise hell for a living. And I mean, I do it all day long. I engage, I swing, and we win. We make a difference. Hell yeah, I'm all in. We've helped change laws, helped change people's lives, raise millions of dollars. Got a couple people kidneys, seriously, crazy stuff. You name it. Furnaces, roofs, you name it. Now gutters, this guy's going to put gutters in for folks. Furniture, you name it, we do it. Cars, you name it. What's my point? That's the process of getting up there, swinging the bat, raising hell to make a difference. It's just the truth. However, all of my kids, all of them have been athletes. I have never raised my voice at a game for any reason, ever. It's just not my thing. I think it's because my dad was so cool. I went to Central Catholic where, to this day, football's kind of a thing, and I love it. I love the tradition. I love how they put young men on the right track. I like the Christian background. I like the discipline, all of it. And my father would come to some games and some practices and never said a word. He was just cool and was very cool with me. Whereas the jag-off parents would yell and scream at their kids, and you're an idiot, and run faster, and he got screwed, and he needs to play. I never heard that once, ever. Ever. So it's kind of what I do. I've never yelled at a game. I've never yelled at Steeler games, and I'm a yeller, as you know. You listen to the show. I just don't see the value. And my man sent a note that's actually spot on regarding swim meets, and I thought the same thing. Like I said, this guy's yelling behind me on Saturday, I think it was. My son was swimming the 500, which is a long-ass swim. And the guy was yelling behind me, yelling to his son, "Stop breathing," huh? I read that. That's a book by Michael Phelps, Stop Breathing, I think. How do you train your kids? Stop breathing. And my man Ben says he told his wife once, because she's yelling at a swim meet. It's actually spot on. He said, honey, they can't hear you. They're underwater. I've wondered the same thing. Who the hell are you yelling at? First of all, you're up in the rafters. There's no way they can hear you. Ever hear you. I'll tell you what's shameful, too. I'm sitting there watching this video that Patrick is streaming of this ridiculous, obnoxious scene at this basketball game. To see your mom or dad led away in handcuffs at a friggin' basketball game, come on, man. Is that how you want to remember mom and dad? Yeah, your old man's the one who he got cuffed at that game. I don't see the value in that unless you want your kids to grow up the same way and punch someone out at a friggin' football game. And I love these refs, man. They do it for nothing. They get like $5, and they get chewed out, pushed around. It's obnoxious. I just don't see the value. If someone makes a bad call, so what? Kick ass. Who cares? But stop the yelling and screaming. My brother-in-law, Scott, who I love to death, he gets loud at games, I hear. And he's so big you can't really kind of call him out because he could squish your head like a pimple. Just saying. But at the end of the day, man, we got to learn to grow up or stay away from the games. If you can't control your temper at a game, I always wonder what the hell you're like at home. Is that how you're raising your kids? Because if you are, they'll end up being screamers. And screamers aren't good husbands or fathers or talk hosts, for that matter.
Come in and try the Good Feet feeling today. Comfort, energy, performance, and pain relief at the Good Feet store. Visit the store for a free test walk. Visit us in Robinson Town Center, in Cranberry Township, and now open in Morgantown. Good Feet arch supports are proudly made in the USA.
What the world needs now. An epic live concert experience honoring the award-winning music of songwriting icon Burt Bacharach. Sing along with superstar Todd Rundgren, Wendy Moten from The Voice, And an all-star ensemble performing Bacharach's biggest hits, led by longtime Bacharach arranger and music director Rob Shirakbari. What the world needs now. April 7th, Carnegie of Homestead Music Hall. Reserved seats on sale now at librarymusichall.com.
Celebrate twice as much with NordVPN's birthday deal. Get 72% off and a coupon for up to 1 year free. Visit NordVPN and discover the benefits. Secure up to 10 devices with a single account. Encrypt your online traffic. Reduce the risk of phishing, scams, and malware with NordVPN's Threat Protection Pro. Get the special birthday deal at NordVPN.com. Additional terms apply. NordVPN.
Does your current trophy wife want a life insurance policy 3 times the size of your previous mistakes? Relax and call Big Lou at Term Provider. Big Lou says if you're in your 50s, even a bit porky, a $1 million term life policy should only cost about $200 to $300 per month. Call Big Lou at 800-529-2856. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He likes trophies, too. For affordable life insurance, call 800-529-2856.
From the Aetna Medicare Solutions Studio.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
It's 65 degrees at 12:30. I'm David Ballarant. Mayor Ed Gainey had one request when he sat down for a live interview with Larry Richard on the Big K Morning Show.
Don't ask me no softball questions. Come with your best questions.
And Larry complied with that request.
Over the past weekend, we talked about the kids running around the streets. Somebody suggested that you told the police, don't bother with them, no arrests.
Huh?
Is
Somebody
that true?
said that? No, that's not true. Somebody said that?
Yes. Social media. Otherwise.
That's not true. That's not true at all. We're investigating exactly what happened.
He was referring to an incident in which multiple teens vandalized various areas and later got into a physical altercation in downtown Pittsburgh. A faculty and staff hiring freeze is in effect at the University of Pittsburgh through the end of the fiscal year in June and possibly into the next fiscal year. The university says the freeze is necessary due to uncertainty about federal research grant funds. A notice sent to the Pitt community is asking departments to reduce non-compensation expenses, limit non-essential travel, and limit discretionary supply purchases. The major stock markets have been mixed so far in today's trading, mostly down, but not at Monday's brisk pace. News Radio KDKA's Paul Rasmussen has more.
One area of concern is the Trump administration's purge of federal workers. Applecast economist Sam Kahn says Friday's numbers show government employment dropped by 10,000 jobs.
And typically the federal government over the past 2 to 3 years has been a pretty big contributor to overall job growth. So that is going to be something that we're going to watch very carefully over the next 3 to 6 months.
Investors are also watching for the effects of the trade war. President Trump says tariffs on Canadian steel and aluminum will double after Ontario raised the price of the power it sells to the U.S. by 25%. Paul Rasmussen, News Radio KDKA.
And at this hour, the Dow is down 521 points. The NASDAQ is down 55. The S&P 500 is lower by 45 points. KDK Radio News Time, 12:32. Our next update is coming up at 1 o'clock. I'm David Ballarant on the Voice of Pittsburgh, News Radio KDKA.
Hey, folks, it's Marty. My friends at MediConnect tell me between now and March 31st, they are in an open enrollment period for Medicare. You know it's confusing. If you have any questions about your current coverage or your benefits, now's the time to take a look. Could a new 5-star plan work better? Are you overpaying with prescriptions or other copays? 888-818-6334. MediConnect is local. They've got experts. They'll guide you through Medicare. No cost, no obligation. 888-818-6334.
Here's a harsh fact. 40% of women and almost 20% of men suffer from varicose or spider veins. And if you think this is just a cosmetic problem, think again. Varicose or spider veins, if left untreated, can lead to swollen or discolored legs, cramping, the inability to stand or walk, neuropathy, even worse, blood clots, which can travel to other parts of your body. But here's the good news. Advanced Medical Vein Treatment Centers offers plans that treat and cure the condition, not just cover up. Grab your phone, take down this number, and call Call 800-597-7992. That's 800-597-7992. When you call, you'll get free information. Free information on how you can live your life to the fullest again. Walk, exercise, sleep well. Your vein problems will not go away on their own, and in time can lead to major health issues. Call Advanced Medical Vein today for free information on fast and easy solutions that are covered by most insurance plans, Medicare included. Call 800-597-7992. That's 800-597-7992 today.
You know what I love? The punchki. Oakmont Bakery's punchkis. Delicious. Strawberry cream, cherry, raspberry, blueberry, Pittsburgh cream, Oakmont cream, lemon, maple bacon, cookies and cream, apple cinnamon, peanut butter. The punchki rocks. You got to try the punchki at Oakmont Bakery. Handmade, homemade, unbelievable treat at Oakmont Bakery right now. You know what I say about punchki? They're delicious. Oakmont Bakery rocks.
With Progressive, it's easy to reach customer service with our app, website, chat, or by phone. Because when getting help is hard, it's not help at all.
Little help. A little help over here. Thank you for calling Bench Press Assistance. What? Due to excessive gym volume, all available spotters are currently lifting heavy weights off the chests of other bench pressers. Seriously? Please continue to hold, and we will remove the barbell from your chest in the order in which your cry for help was received.
Getting assistance should be easy. With Progressive, it is. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Welcome to AT&T. How can I help?
Hey, I thought I could trust my twins with my phone, but they outnumber me, man.
Whoa, that's a lot of glitter paint. Let's trade
lives.
At AT&T, everyone can trade in an old or glittered iPhone. Any year, any condition, and save on a new iPhone. Ask how to get iPhone 16 Pro on us. New and existing customers. Savings vary by device and trade-in combinations. Restrictions apply. See att.com for details. AT&T. Connecting changes everything.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
Lots of sunshine the rest of today. A breezy, warm afternoon with a high near 70, and partly cloudy tonight, though 35. Clouds and some sun and still mild tomorrow, high 62 to 66. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Has your home or business been damaged by fire, water, or storm? Even when dealing with insurance, you have a choice who repairs and cleans up the mess. Call Service Master of Greater Pittsburgh.
The man, the yellow van, call Service Master.
The KDKA radio text line is driven by Kenny Ross Auto Group. Find your best deal and Pittsburgh's best warranty at kennyross.com.
All right, Colin Dunlap 2-6 today. The mayor, he had some things to say to KDKA. We'll definitely talk about that and a bunch of other things. Again, 2-6, Colin Dunlap, KDKA.
I don't obsess on our investments. I just don't. I trust the folks that invest our money, and it's played out well for us. But I got to read a couple headlines. The Dow tumbles, this is NBC, Dow tumbles 400 points as new Trump tariffs rekindle market rout, R-O-U-T. Market watch, Dow down 300 points as U.S.-Canada trade war escalates. Wall Street Journal. Dow slides 400 points more after Trump pledges 50% tariffs. Well, USA Today. Trump's tariff threats send stocks tumbling as consumer worries grow. And one more. Most of Wall Street sinks. How about that? Folks are freaking out. Patrick has live numbers right now. The stock exchange is down, 524 points and falling. We've lost, I don't know, I heard this morning in the Wall Street Journal, $4 trillion in value in 8 days. To that end, I had to grab someone I know and trust, Carrie Coghill with Coghill Investment Strategies. Good morning, Carrie. How are you?
Good morning. I'm great.
You sent me a text that actually kind of is brilliant. That's why I love you. And here's what it said. Hope is not an investment strategy. In other words, guys like me, because I'm an idiot, we hope it turns around, but that's not the way to play this, is it, Carrie? What do we do?
Well, I mean, I think that we have to look at the policies coming out of Washington and really play them out to say, okay, what does this mean? And one of the reasons why the market's reacting the way it is yesterday, today, does have to do with the tariffs and what does that lead to? And the concern is that it's going to lead to a recession. So the one thing I'll tell you about a recession is that we've had them before. We know how to deal with recessions. Granted, the reasons change, but when it comes to people that have money invested, really the thing that you have to recognize is that if you hit a bad time in the market, then what matters the most is the cash flow that you need, right?
So important.
So we can't sit back and be swung like we are being swung right now. Every hour, there's something new. It's really important to try to separate the emotion from that and say, okay, these are uncertain times. So in uncertain times, what do I do? And for our clients, it means raising cash for what they need. So we started this process 2 months ago because we knew going into this year, given that we had a change of administration, we would have a lot of volatility. So, sometimes people wait too long. You can't wait until the market goes down to make your changes. It's really important to try to get ahead of that.
So a lot of people, like one of my boys just sent me a note. It will turn around. Play the long term, not the short term. Easy for him to say because he doesn't need the money today. But if you do, you're saying can't do that right now, right?
Right. So, you always have to be looking at what your short-term needs are because to that, the point is that markets in the past have always turned around.
Right.
So you need to play the long-term game. But in the process of doing that, you also have to realize, well, what cash flows do I need along the way? And that's what investors right now, I don't know if we're going into a recession. And if you haven't taken a look at what your cash flow needs are, you don't want to wait until the market's down 20% to do that. So yes, what you don't want to be doing is trying to time the market because the biggest up days in the market come immediately following the biggest down days. And it's really easy, Marty, to go to the sidelines. Yes, we know things may get difficult. Selling is the easy part. It's getting back in that's the hard part. There are still people that sold everything they had in 2008,
Whoa.
planning to get back in, and they're still in cash.
Whoa.
It never feels good. There's never an alarm that goes off to say, now's a great time to get in. So you have to accept this uncertainty. And I don't want to sit back and hope we don't have a recession. What we've been doing for our clients and what we can continue to consider is, okay, what do we need to do for our clients if we are in a recession or we are going into recession? One interesting thing about recessions, you don't know that you're in one until you're in one.
Carrie Coghill with Coghill Investment Strategy. So it's very difficult, even for folks like you, to know what day the tariffs go into effect and when and where and how, which makes it increasingly hard, does it not, Carrie?
Well, it makes it very hard, and it makes it very hard in terms of them changing by the minute. But this is the word of caution to investors that want to go to the sidelines. When this market could change based on a text,
wow,
based on a comment,
exactly,
you can't try to time a market where the volatility is like that. You have to really say, okay, am I good if we go into a recession? Do I have the cash flow that I need? Do I have the time to wait it out? Because if we go into a recession, then we're going to see interest rates go down to help stimulate the economy. And we have these normal business cycles. So, my word of caution to investors right now is, don't panic. Let's take a reasonable approach to this. What are your cash flow needs? When do you need money? Can you wait out the ups and downs of going through a recession?
Hey, Carrie, do you get folks to call you in a panic?
Do we get panic phone calls?
Yeah. Do you?
It's interesting. We try to stay ahead of that with clients.
Yeah.
We will get people, like I had a call this morning. Hey, I'm not panicked. I'm just checking in.
Oh, yeah.
So, just checking in means they're thinking about it. But, we have to be careful right now. In February, there were more job cuts than the last time we saw the number of job cuts that we saw in February was in July of 2020.
Whoa.
So, there are some dynamics here that I think really are the alert sign to investors to, hey, take a look at your cash flow needs. Take a look at, do you have kids going off to college in the fall? Because you might want to make sure that money's secure. So those are the types of things. Marty, you started this segment by reading headlines.
Yes.
Probably not the smartest thing to do for investors.
Nice.
Because let's remember that the media is going to dramatize this.
It's true.
So you can't believe everything you read. This is the time that financial advisors really can add value because we've been through it before. I've been doing this for almost 40 years. I've seen it before. So, trying to protect clients from their own emotions is really what we're working on right now.
All right, I got to ask you something completely off that, but it's important, and I know you know this stuff. I asked several business owners this morning the same questions. You work downtown, you have for years, you have great employees downtown, you have a great office space downtown. Do they always feel safe downtown, Carrie, your people? And does downtown need to be better, in your opinion?
Downtown needs to be better.
Okay.
I think that we're all very cautious when we go out, even in the middle of the day. It's not horrible, trust me. I mean, I think we've actually seen some improvement, but it's not like it used to be.
And you have female employees, and I know this, that get a little bit nervous about living downtown and parking downtown, that sort of thing.
We do, yes. Yeah.
So it must get better.
You have to be more careful.
Yeah. Carrie Coghill, fantastic information. Thank you so much, my friend.
You're welcome.
She's amazing.
Did you know that now you can listen to all your favorite stations, including this one, shows, and even podcasts, all on the Odyssey app? Download it now.
Don't delay in getting that plumbing repair done. Call Palucci Plumbing today for all of your plumbing needs. From trenchless sewer repair and waterline repairs and replacement, hot water tanks, sewer camera inspections, to Pittsburgh potty repairs, no job is too small for Palucci Plumbing. Owners Amy and Nick Palucci have been in business for over 20 years, so give them a call for your next plumbing repair or replacement. Palucci Plumbing, 412-782-5050. That's 412-782-5050.
Man, I've been through a cancer battle, and UPMC saved my life, and it's just the truth, and I rave about them. In a very, very difficult time historically in healthcare, in a very, very stressful time for patients, doctors, staff, everybody involved, it ain't easy. But my sister is going through pancreatic cancer treatment at UPMC Hillman, and every single day runs into very, very stressful situations, and every single day they handle it in an amazing way at UPMC. They handle it like no one else handles it. UPMC, life-changing, life-saving information, lifetime of helping people. I love it.
ZipRecruiter is the place. ZipRecruiter is the place for talented teachers, savvy software developers, and master mixologists. ZipRecruiter is the place where you meet all these people and more. That's because ZipRecruiter is the place for job seekers who are looking for new opportunities. In fact, ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day, so you can find the right candidates right away. It's no wonder that ZipRecruiter is the place for skilled skydiving instructors, accomplished airbrush artists, and proficient pediatricians. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter to hire, you're missing out. ZipRecruiter is the place that's so confident it can make your hiring easier that it lets you try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. So if you want the right candidates for all your roles, ZipRecruiter is the place to go. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
Just in time for spring cleaning at Zero Res 3-room special starting at $109. So now is the perfect time to take advantage of this deal. 2 days only. Go to ZeroResPGH.com. ZeroResPGH.com now.
It's almost that time for us to feed the need with Greater Pittsburgh Community Food Bank on KDKA Radio. On March 25th, our Giant Eagle Feed the Need Radiothon will be raising money to provide meals for our neighbors in need. Text NEED to 50155 on our Allegiant Community Federal Union text line, and your donation will provide meals locally. Brought to you in part by Rome Monuments, Hampton Beer Outlet, and Memorial Highway. Details at kdkaradio.com.
Honey, I found the perfect place for my parents and us.
Where?
St. Barnabas. For us, the Woodlands Carriage Home Community. And for my parents, condominium-style living at the Village. My folks will love the Village. There's an indoor mall with shops, restaurants, and more. And we can relax, knowing they're safe and secure.
That's what I plan to do when we move to St. Barnabas. Relax.
Call 724-444-5568 or visit stbarnabascommunities.com.
Hey, it's big. Rob Schmidt recently beat CNN in key ratings as millions are tuning into Newsmax. Every night, Rob Schmidt is on Newsmax revealing the truth about Elon Musk's Doge. Tune in tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern and find out why Rob is the hottest person in cable news. Even President Trump is watching, and he says Newsmax is terrific. Reuters Institute reports that Newsmax is now one of the top news brands in America. Find out why. Just check out Newsmax on your cable system. Get Rob Schmidt with Greta Van Susteren, Rob Finnerty, and much more. Download the free Newsmax app on your smartphone or home TV to start watching. It takes just seconds. With Newsmax Plus, you can watch our great shows anytime. Go to NewsmaxPlus.com and start your free trial. That's NewsmaxPlus.com. Make the switch to Newsmax today.
This is a Bloomberg Money Minute. U.S. job openings staying strong in January. The latest JOLTS report from the Labor Department says there were 7.74 million advertised open jobs in January, a little bit more than the month prior, and a sign of continued demand for qualified workers. On Wall Street, a day after a massive sell-off and worries about a recession fueled by President Trump's chaotic tariff wars, stocks lower again today after Trump ramped up his trade war with Canada, doubling tariffs on imports of steel and aluminum to 50% starting tomorrow in retaliation for Canadian tariffs on energy. And with that, the Dow, which lost nearly 900 points on Monday, down another 500 points now, 1.25% lower. The NASDAQ is only down 0.25%, the S&P down 0.2%. Shares of Tesla are higher, making back some of yesterday's 15% plunge on analyst forecast for weaker vehicle sales this year. Meantime, to show support for Tesla and its CEO Elon Musk, President Trump says he's going to buy a brand new Tesla today. Tom Busby, Bloomberg Radio.
Where Pittsburgh comes to talk. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
Dumbest thing I ever heard, and I hear a lot of dumb things. I'm gonna buy a Tesla. Who cares? Come on, man. Trump's gonna buy a Tesla. And I care why. I'd like to meet the guy. Yeah, I seen the president. He bought one, so I went out and bought one. Huh? Really? My man, I don't even know if he drives the damn golf carts. He plays a lot of golf. He has a nice golf swing. Trump's going to buy a Tesla today. Whoop-dee-doo. Let me give you $1.50. Call someone who gives a crap if Trump buys a damn Tesla. Not disparaging Trump, but if they think that's going to move Tesla. Hey, man, this is the life that Elon Musk has chosen. He's a narcissist. He loves the attention. He's a brilliant guy. I'm not disparaging that. But he's also a pain in the ass, and he says stupid things. And when he does, Tesla gets crushed. Just a bunch of angry people. And mostly sports guys. Man, they're angry. I find it fascinating how angry sports guys are. All they do is watch sports. And they watch them for free. Sports guys get everything free, man. They pay for no golf, no football, nothing, man. They go to these country clubs. They play free. They eat free. Everybody likes them. They get free clubs. They get free trips. And I'm telling you, man, they're the biggest hemorrhoids ever. Sports guys. I have no idea why. They're always angry. I don't get it. Except Mike White. That dude. Love him. He's just good. It's so hard to be the best at something. And Mike White with the Post-Gazette is the best ever. And I mean that. Same with Bouchette. Love Ed. Ed is the best ever. Ed Bouchette. When he talks, you listen, man. It's like, yeah, you're the man. But these other guys, the new age sports guys, they just throw crap out. Steelers are getting the first round pick. Huh? Where? Huh? They just make it up, and then sometimes it sticks, and sometimes it doesn't, and then everybody says they suck, and then they say they suck back, and then they go to sleep. And start over again when they wake up in the morning. But the Trump thing with the Tesla, spare me. Why do I care if he buys a Tesla? That man, show me some video of him driving a damn car. A Tesla at that. Can you, if you know anything about security surrounding the president, any president, he ain't driving no Tesla. Come on. Him and Elon. Come on. By the way, I love the car and the brand and the technology, and Patrick loves it. And everyone I know that has one loves them. I don't judge a brand based on the owner of that brand. I just don't. I think Elon Musk, the most brilliant man of our generation, he's the Thomas Edison of our lifetime. But he's a big mouth and a loud mouth, and he causes problems, and he's ruining his brand. The only thing I say is that the people who work for him get screwed. The regular folks, the guys selling those cars, the people fixing those cars, the people at the dealerships that are getting assaulted and threatened. You know what I mean? And that's my issue with all of it, is that he's hurting his own brand. But, you know, when you're the richest guy in the world, you kind of do what you want. And he kind of proves that. Is he helping the country? I don't know. I can't tell yet. Too soon to judge. I hope he does. And I know folks hate hearing me say this. I hope Trump succeeds. I hope he gets his likeness on Mount Rushmore for being a great president. Why would I want him to fail? I can't want him to fail. I can't. Come on, man. Lives are at stake. Livelihoods are at stake. Businesses are at stake. The future's at stake. The world is at stake. Honestly. So why would I want Trump to fail? I told my wife this last night, and I mean this, because I watch all media because I can, and it's my thing. This is why I don't like CNN at all. They have this one guy. What's his name, Patrick? The Republican guy. He's it. One guy in the whole damn network. What's his name? He's really good, too.
His name.
Every night, same guy. He's a white guy, wears a suit with the red tie, looks like a Republican. Scott Jennings. Scott Jennings. Talented as hell. Every night they have this damn show this Abby girl has. They have 9 flaming liberals and him. And he sits there, and they throw crap at him, and he fights back. That's CNN's attempt at balance. And folks, prove me wrong. So I told my wife last night, at CNN, this is why they're failing. Every single day they wake up and say, Trump sucks. Let's prove it today. It's not the way to win. Call balls and strikes, man. And hiring one guy, and by the way, Scott Jennings is a talent. He's fantastic on air. He knows his content, but it's flat out silly. Surrounding him with flaming liberals, and he just stands there and takes it and then punches them in the face, and everybody goes home. We start again tomorrow. We cannot spend our lives saying, good morning, Trump sucks. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. If we win, we win together. If we lose together. If he does something obnoxious, we point it out. Just as we did with Biden, just as we did with Gainey, just as we'll do with Corey, just as we do with McCormick, just as we do with Terz. Everyone that's ever been in office, ask them. We play ball, and we're fair about it. And I pride myself on that. So if Trump hits a home run, we're calling a home run. Whether you folks like it or not, I don't give a damn. Watch CNN if you want to feel good about yourself. I watch it all. But they should be embarrassed by the way they present the news. They should call it Trump Sucks News and just be honest and get on with it. Seems fair.
It's the little things. The information you need. People you know. The little things that make a big difference. The voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
The Village at St. Barnabas, the perfect place for mom.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. I've been asked many times how Morgan & Morgan became the largest injury firm in the world. I think I know. When someone comes to us for an on-the-job injury, we have a huge workers' compensation practice. But many times we find a defective product that was responsible for that injury. Luckily for them, we have a product liability section headed by my son, Mike. In addition to the comp case, there's a product case too. Other times, the injured worker is fired or harassed for bringing that claim. We have them covered. Our employment lawyers handle retaliation claims as well as wage theft and discrimination cases, and in some cases need to file for Social Security benefits. No problem. We became big for a reason. 30% of our new cases come as referrals from former clients. Hiring us is easy. Go to forthepeople.com on your mobile device or computer, or call Pound Law on your cell, pound 529. Morgan & Morgan. Injured? Dial Pound Law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
When your heat goes out, you need help fast, and you need someone you can trust. Call McVeigh Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. The experts at McVeigh are trained to repair any type of heating system and any brand of heating system. With McVeigh, you're sure to get friendly, honest, and reliable service. Their responsive team is ready to get your heating system fixed fast, so you and your family are warm, comfortable, and worry-free. Don't wait. Call McVeigh Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, or go to callmcveigh.com to schedule an appointment.
If you are new to Medicare and have questions, Aetna can help. Aetna has a Medicare Advantage plan that includes prescription drug coverage with a $0 monthly plan premium. Plus, the plan includes benefits like dental, vision, and hearing. Call Aetna today at 1-833-771-3415 to learn more. A licensed agent will answer your call.
Aetna Medicare is an HMO PPO plan with a Medicare contract. Our DSMPs also have contracts with state Medicaid programs. Enrollment in our plans depends on contract renewal. Plan features and availability may vary by service area.
SchultzFord.com. 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 SchultzFord.com.
KDKA and KDKA FM HD2 Pittsburgh. W261AX Pittsburgh.
Always live on the free Odyssey app. From the Aetna Medicare Solutions Studio.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
It's 66 degrees at Pittsburgh International. At 1 o'clock, I'm David Colorado. The news is brought to you by PJ Fitzpatrick. Need a new roof or just want to repair a small leak? Trust PJ.com. Police in the Dominican Republic say the FBI has joined the search for a 20-year-old University of Pittsburgh student who went missing nearly a week ago while on spring break. Police said today they are re-interviewing people who were with Sudiksha Kananki before she vanished in the pre-dawn hours of March 6th at a beach in front of a hotel in the tourist town of Punta Cana. The hotel said her disappearance coincided with a power outage that prompted multiple guests to head to the beach. Dominican President Luis Abinader told reporters that he lamented the situation. Lane closures and detours and several road construction projects are getting underway this week, we should say, in Pittsburgh. And News Radio KDK's Tamira Rush has more details.
Beginning with the Parkway East, the project will run between Churchill and Monroeville to work on the supports under several bridges along that route. The work will take place between 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. each weekday into November. On McKnight Road, closures includes the right-hand lane southbound over the weekend from Perrymount to Babcock Evergreen. That right lane will remain closed until mid-July for a rebuilding of the curbs and resurfacing of the driving lane. And Route 28, it will be down to a single lane during the midday hours between the Highland Park Bridge and Route 8 for fiber optic work. This project will impact both the north and southbound lanes for the rest of the week. Tamira Rush, News Radio KDKA.
Mayor Ed Gainey is doubling down on his claims that his opponent in the mayoral race has met with MAGA Republicans to get their support.
Oh, they did. They met with Trump MAGA Republicans on President's Day at the Duquesne Club. We got the letter and everything right here, and I would have never. Could you imagine what the news would have reported if I met with the MAGA Republicans? They'd have been on me for 2 weeks straight.
The mayor made those comments during an exclusive interview with the Big K Morning Show and Larry Richert. The major stock indices are down again today. President Trump says he's going to double his planned tariffs on steel and aluminum from 25 to 50% for Canada. This trade escalation comes in response after the provincial government of Ontario put on a 25% tariff on electricity sold to the United States. CBS News Money Watch correspondent Kelly O'Grady.
We are seeing signs that are potential on-ramp, and I want to say that very lightly. We are seeing consumer spending drop. We're seeing consumer confidence drop. And so the fear with these tariffs is if you have prices increase or even the threat of a trade war, it does impact consumer sentiment. A lot of people have anxiety when you see these headlines.
And right now, the Dow is down 676 points. The NASDAQ is down 142, and the S&P 500 is down 71 points. KDK Sports, the Pirates and Yankees about to play in Bradenton. KDK Radio News Time, 1:03. It's currently in the Pittsburgh area, a beautiful day, sunny skies and 66 degrees. The AccuWeather forecast is coming up next.
They've provided over 3.3 million meals through the Feed the Need Radiothon. This year, they're helping again. They're going to team up again with Odyssey and the Greater Pittsburgh Community Food Bank, who've been helping those in need for over 40 years. Giant Eagle, they're proud to fight hunger in the communities we call home. Donate today at KDKA.com.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6481. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-6481. That's 800-575-6481. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Hey, folks, it's Marty Griffin. Tax season is here. What a better way to reinvest in your home than brand new windows from Universal Windows Direct. Check this out. Tax time sale. Buy 2, get 2 free. Buy 4, get 4 free. And finance now. No interest until 2030. 412-545-6003. Amazing windows. Amazing sale. Amazing service. 412-545-6003.
Looking for a new car, truck, or SUV? There's only one clear choice. The Power of Bowser family of dealerships. Featuring Chevrolet, GMC, Buick, Hyundai, Subaru, Nissan, and Genesis. With 3 locations across the Pittsburgh area, you're sure to find the perfect vehicle at Bowser. The Power of Bowser puts the power in your hands at powerofbowser.com. Shop the Bowser Express Store and choose your vehicle, payment, and financing options. Value your trade and even schedule pickup of your new ride, all at powerofbowser.com. The Bowser family of dealerships in 3 locations: Pleasant Hills, Monroeville, and Chippewa. Visit powerofbowser.com today. The Power of Bowser family of dealerships, Route 51 South on top of the hill. Breakthrough T1D, formerly JDRF, announces the 33rd annual Promise Gala in support of the local Type 1 diabetes T1D community. The annual event is happening Saturday, April 26th at the Westin downtown. The Promise Gala will offer an exciting night of entertainment and fundraising supporting T1D research. This year's gala will honor Jim Rooney on behalf of the Rooney family. For tickets and more, visit the event page at kdkaradio.com.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
A gorgeous afternoon with lots of sunshine and a warm breeze, the high close to 70. And tonight, clear to partly cloudy, low 35. For tomorrow, intervals of clouds and sun, high 62 to 66. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
2D Mechanical Systems, Pittsburgh's HVAC, plumbing, and electric leaders, is a family business that I truly admire. 2D culture is built on ethics, service, and making a difference in our community. 2D Mechanical Systems, they're the people you want working in your home.
The 50,000-watt voice of Pittsburgh, 100.1 FM and AM 1020, KDKA.
The coolest spot in this town, no debate, the Strip, down the Strip. It's just badass. I mean, it's wonderful. It's so cool, man. It's got old school, it's got new school, it's got tech guys. It's got older folks in $2 million apartments. It's got younger folks in rentals. When I bring folks downtown, I don't go downtown. Downtown sucks. We go to the Strip. Strip rocks. It's just cool. And in their infinite wisdom and their ability to, by their very nature, fail, the city of Pittsburgh wants to jack up the magic of the Strip. The morons, they did some study that said that they can reduce traffic accidents on Penn Avenue, really. And as a result, man, this is moronic. This could be so ugly. They want to take a big section of Penn Avenue, make it one lane, and then put in a bike lane. One lane, one way. Yeah, baby. Talk about a buzzkill. Talk about an idiotic plan. Whoever came up with this needs to be fired today. Wow. Don't take my word for it. Take one of my favorite Americans, who I love to death, and his family, has been in the Strip for, ask him. Nino, how are you, brother?
I'm doing great, Marty. How you doing?
How long has your family been working in the Strip, sir?
Since 1902.
Whoa. Is this the dumbest idea you've ever heard come out of the Strip, sir?
There's been a lot of ideas, but it's probably the dumbest I've heard.
And tell our listeners why, from a man who knows. Go ahead, brother.
Well, I think you're taking what is the diamond in the rough for the city. The place where everybody that brings family or friends or visitors in under any circumstance wants to take them to. So you're going to take them down there, and hopefully, with the development that's already down there, the ability for retail and wholesale and residential to all coexist, you need to be able to have people get down Penn Avenue. Right now, I was out there one morning sitting on my sidewalk out there in front of Bellanotte.
Yep.
I mean, I'm fortunate. I grew up in this. I did it since I was 10 years old. I'm 72.
Right.
So I've done retail, distribution. I drove a truck. It's, to me, I see all sides of it. And, if you cannot supply the people that are operating that Strip with the materials they need to take care of the people that are there, because you got things closed down to one lanes and trucks can't stop. I mean, the one morning when I was down there, Marty, there was 36 tractor trailers over a 2-hour period delivering to the different stores down there. So if each one of them did an average of 20 minutes, we're talking about 36 hours of delivery. Now, how do you get 36 hours of delivery on Penn Avenue, and along with an average daily traffic count of 12,602 cars going up and down the street? How do you squeeze them into one lane? Because once they get into one lane where they want to put them, and they have the tractor trailers lined up in front of all the restaurants and stores and everybody that needs to get their supplies, it's going to be like trying to get 4 bananas down your sink at one time.
Nino, come on, man. They're calling it right sizing. Screw the strip sizing. This be the dumbest idea ever. And what he's saying, folks, is spot on. What the hell are these trucks supposed to do if they make this one lane and put in a bike lane, sir? What? What would you suggest, Nino?
I would suggest, God gave us the ability to think. The easiest way to slow people down in today's world is to penalize them. So you put automated speed control in. You put cameras in.
Right on.
Somebody speeds on Penn Avenue, they get a ticket. Guess what? They're not going to speed on Penn Avenue anymore. The biggest deterrent is to fine them. But the thing is, when they did all the development, when McCaffrey took over that whole center down below us down there, a lot of people complained. Yeah, retail business was down 20%, but it was going to bring more people, and it wasn't going to affect what's happening on Penn Avenue. I remember sitting with Dick Calagiore. I remember sitting up at Bernie Bankovich's with Sophie Masloff, Jim Roddy, and all the Woolies and Stamolis and all the names of the Strip, the people that had been down there for umpteen years. I mean, I've got 5 generations in my building now. I got the 5th generation. My granddaughter's a cashier at my store. The other one runs food at Bellanote. I like keeping that going like that. And the reason I sat with those people back then is because they were concerned about the Strip. They were concerned about the changes. In my world, we're 60-some years later here, and we're still trying to change it. The worst thing that could happen to the Strip would be turn it into an area where people aren't going in the city. And I don't like to say any names for any areas because I don't want to bad call any areas. I just think that, once again, we have a diamond in the rough down there. If we leave it alone, it will continue to really survive and grow, continue to grow, and less of the privately family-owned businesses will be moving out. But if we start taking the retail away, we're in trouble.
This is ignorant. And Nino Sinceri, who I love, one of my favorite people. So they do this study. About 80% of the guys that they studied said they strongly agree with this ignorant proposal. My words, ignorant. And most of them said highly negative impact on the area. Highly negative. How about this? 95% of the business owners down there say they rely on Penn Avenue for pickups and deliveries. Nino, with overwhelming numbers not to do this. Why the hell would they do this, sir? Why, man?
Well, there's just something about having control. I mean, the only thing I can think of is the guy that his idea was as a bike rider. I mean, what other benefit would there be?
I don't know, man.
I see no other benefit. And truthfully, the last thing I want to do is see somebody get hurt.
Of course.
I think there's been more people killed on Liberty Avenue than there has been on Penn. Why don't we do something on Liberty to try to stop the traffic from flying?
My man, Nino Sinceri, if you make that one lane, my man, it's going to be a SHI blank show. Is it not, sir? It will be a parking lot, sir, will it not? One lane, one way, sir.
It will be a logistical nightmare for anybody trying to service or trying to be serviced in that 10-block area.
Man. So there's this petition out there, Preserve the Strip. Patrick is streaming it right now. Halt the city's plans to devastate our historic community. Right on. Nino, whatever you need, brother. Nino Sinceri, and I mean this, one of the greatest families in this town, one of my favorite people, and the best pizza. Bellanote. My man, Nino. Love you, brother. Hey, man, thanks for fighting the fight, and thanks for telling the truth, brother.
We love you, and keep it up. You're on our side, and we appreciate that.
Nino Sinceri, a.k.a. Ham Man. Inside story. Thanks, my man.
Thanks, Marty. Have a great one.
You've heard of Dumb and Dumber? This is Dumb and Dumb. This is just dumb. Anyone out there who goes to the Strip, imagine Penn Avenue. One lane, one way, and then the bikers whistling. Woo, 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 woo. Really? Disaster. I can't whistle anymore. One person tell me this is a good idea. 866-391-1020. One person tell me this is a good idea in the Strip. 866-391-1020. Love this in series.
All the news you need for your day and the sports, music, and podcasts you love are all on the free Odyssey app. Download now.
You ever try fixing your car and realize you're missing that one part? Yeah, been there. That's why eBay's my go-to. They've got millions of parts, guaranteed to fit. I'm talking brake pads for when yours have seen one too many miles of stop and go. Oil filters, because you don't mess around with your engine care. Even got this cold air intake on my watch list. I might just go for it. To keep the ride cool and your DIY streak hot. Find all the parts you need at prices you'll love. Guaranteed to fit every time. eBay. Things. People. Love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Millions of Americans take medicine like Ozempic and Zepbound. Many of them are overpaying by thousands of dollars a year. These GLP-1 medications for diabetes, weight loss, and more may not always be covered by your insurance, but GoodRx can help. GoodRx helps you save every month on prescriptions at over 70,000 pharmacies nationwide. Best of all, it's free to use. Check GoodRx to save on GLP-1s. Just go to GoodRx.com/GLP. That's GoodRx.com/GLP. GoodRx is not insurance but can be used instead of insurance, including Medicare and other federal and state-funded programs.
Pittsburgh is home to a lot of great people and great local businesses, and we're proud to be one of them.
Hi, John, Maggie, and Justin Schmutzer here from Metropolitan Window Company, Pittsburgh's locally owned and family-operated window company for over 45 years.
If you're looking to replace your old worn-out windows with new energy-efficient ones, then consider buying from a hometown business like us.
We're passionate about enhancing the beauty and efficiency of Pittsburgh homes using the top-of-the-line replacement windows, like our exclusive Infinity from Marvin 100% fiberglass windows.
They're the strongest, longest-lasting, best insulating windows you can buy. They're way better than vinyl.
And right now, you can save 30% plus get no interest financing on every window and door product we offer.
Experience the difference of buying from a locally owned, family-operated company.
Stop by one of our showrooms or visit us on the web at metropolitanwindows.com.
Or give us a call at 412-655-8411. PA 1565.
Serious savings at your local Parmar store. Dan Zang really reminding you to download the Parmar Stores app and save big. Get 3 cooler beverage items with your Parmar Rewards card and get 10 cents off per gallon of gas. And remember, if there's not a Parmar store near you now, there will be soon.
My man Carlos and I talked yesterday. Carlos is the best tree guy I've ever known. I mean, the best, folks. Come on, man. 3 decades of experience. A-plus rating with the Better Business Bureau. A-plus. Senior discounts. Military discounts. Large trees. Confined areas. Training to work near power lines. Come on. 412-884-TREE. 412-884-TREE. 412-884-8733. Call them.
Are you having trouble hearing? Hearing loss can devastate the quality of your life. Now, there's an affordable fix for you or your loved one. Rated in the best hearing aids of 2024 by USA Today, Audion Hearing has the highest quality hearing aids at the lowest prices, just $189.
I actually like them better than my old $5,000 hearing aids.
I could not believe how my hearing and life changed.
Join over 500,000 happy customers by going to audionhearing.com. That's AUDIEN hearing.com.
If you want jazz music, go to New Orleans. Bagels, New York. And for psychics, think California Psychics. You want the best, you go to the best. At California Psychics, home of free spirits and open minds, we know better than anyone what makes a good psychic. That's why we guarantee if your reading isn't life-changing, it's free. Visit CaliforniaPsychics.com and experience the joy of certainty. California Psychic.
UPMC, life-saving, life-changing information. Amazing.
Pittsburgh's 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
Dumbest idea I heard in a long time. They hire people to do this crap. You know what, though? I got breaking news. My name is Connor Wolf. I am a hot dogger. Wow. The Oscar Mayer Wienermobile. Breaking news, headed into town. Wow. How do you know you've hit rock bottom? When they call you and say you're the new driver of the Wienermobile. What do you tell your kids? It's coming to town this week, folks. The Wienermobile. You know where it won't be going? Strip District. One of my favorite people on earth, who's like my brother, Jeff Cohen. My man, how are you?
Good morning, good afternoon, Mr. Griffin. I'm doing fine.
My brother, how long you been in the strip? How long you been in the strip?
Since 1999.
How dumb is this idea? You heard your boy Nino. He's right on,
Tell
isn't
you
he?
what, I did. Well, Nino is right on. I mean, he's such a smart. I mean, listen. First of all, there's nothing wrong. It's not broken. Why would you fix it?
I don't know.
Because we got some genius people. I mean, the strippers, it's crowded enough. Are you kidding me? I mean, I don't know whose idea it was, Marty, but whoever idea it was, really, they need to really just to smack themselves in the head and say, why do you even think of this? Because sometimes you have ideas you think are going to work.
Yep.
And then you have to think about them, and, hey, it's not going to work. I mean, that is probably one of the dumbest things I've ever seen. I was the chair of the parking authority for 8 or 9 years.
Yep.
And all these bike lanes, all the stuff they did, took a lot of revenue from us. And, and here's the issue. Honestly, Marty.
Nice point.
I don't see anybody riding the bikes.
No, the numbers are very low.
Sometimes, maybe on Sunday, maybe sometimes, but I never see anybody riding the bikes. So, truthfully, we did all this because we want to be a bike-friendly city, which is okay.
Yep.
But no one rides them. It's sure not that safe in the city anyhow.
Hey, Jeff. Jeff Cohen with Weiss Provisions and Smallman Street Deli. But here's what troubles me, my man. Why the hell would they come to you guys and say, would you guys like this? Why? Instead, let's just screw the businesses and shut down the damn strip, sir. Right?
Well, you're right, Marty, but that would make a lot of common sense. So why would they ever want to just have a discussion with business people ahead of time to see what works and what doesn't work? And that's why the city's in trouble, Marty, because there's zero communication. There's zero partnerships. It's all one-sided. Instead of getting the business people together and say, hey, what do you think about this idea? How would it work, or how should it work, or should we do it, or should we not do it? They just come up with horse-brain ideas, and they do them. And, I mean, hopefully they won't do this one. Hopefully they'll come to their senses and just say this was a brain fart, and we're not going to do it.
Hey, Jeffy, now think about Penn Avenue right now trying to park as it is. Think about it one way. One way, sir. One lane with trucks like yours dropping stuff off. What the hell would happen? Gridlock, brother.
Well, plus, Marty, it'll never work.
Never.
It's not going to work.
Never.
I mean, that's the problem. And why would you want to fix something that isn't broken?
I don't know. And
it's especially if no one's going to use it. I mean, it's a waste of time, a waste of money. And plus, the things they don't realize, to cost businesses revenue, they'll eventually just, they'll go out of business or they'll close.
Right on.
I mean, no one ever thought the Banana Republic in Chase would close.
Nice. 31 years.
I mean, really. I mean, seriously. I mean, and it's just, business is tough enough today.
It is.
Without government. And, I'm always a big proponent. Government should help us, but they should not be in our business.
Come on,
that's
man.
all. And this is a hindrance. I mean, the question is, whose idea is this, Marty?
These traffic planners.
Domi? I mean, I don't understand that. I told you, when I was on the parking authority board, I mean, some of the stuff that they did and cost the city revenue for their pension plan is so stupid that you just want to scream. But you know what? So much bureaucracy sometimes. You get so tired of fighting it. And that's the one thing I do think. I mean, as a city, we need to communicate a lot better, honestly. We just have to. I mean, I don't know why they don't want to communicate with business people.
Yeah, it was the Department of Mobility and Infrastructure did this dumb study that said it's dangerous. And then, of course, Bike Pittsburgh says, put it in the bike lane. They don't give a damn about business owners like Cohen and Nino Sinceri.
Or anybody.
Anyone.
Right. I mean, it's just, it's so discouraging and so upsetting that, what it also does, it deters other people from going into business. It's just tough. People have no idea how tough business is for the independent business person.
I completely
They have no idea.
I
you know what?
Agree.
And when you work for government, honestly, and I'm not downplaying that, but it's different. Everything you do when you own your own business it's your money. You have to pay payroll. You have to pay tax. You have to pay insurance.
Right on.
You have to pay everything, Marty. And let me tell you something. No one's going to help you.
No way. Jeffy Cohen, thanks, my brother.
I appreciate you. Have a great day.
Love that man. I don't know, man. How do you argue with that? Him and Nino. Between them, more than 60 years at it. Sonia, go ahead.
Oh, thank you so much. I think it's about the silliest thing I've ever heard. I think it's like a joke. Okay,
it has to be.
It has to be about as dumb as the Project 2025. I mean, it's not dumber. Okay, it's not dumber. Okay, and I'm gonna stick with you, Marty. I downtown sucks.
Yep.
But I will go to the strip where it's congested all the time and hard to park.
Oh, I love it.
But with the bike lane, it really sucks.
I love the Strip. It has the greatest vibe ever. And Sonia, what a way to end the bottom of the hour. Bringing it home, sister. Gold. Hey, folks, it's Marty. All the time I'm talking about auto accidents, big crashes, big wrecks. Call 1-800-GET-PHIL or 412-281-5005. Look, Phil DiLucente and Associates, they're in Pittsburgh. They give free, that's right, free consultations. Phil and Ken Nolan, his partner, handle auto cases. I've worked with them a lot. So call 1-800-GET-PHIL. Call Ken Nolan and Phil DiLucente now at 1-800-GET-PHIL today. They're the best, folks.
Hair Volume is the best-selling hair tablet in the world and one of many award-winning natural hair products from New Nordic. Purchase at newnordicusa.com or CVS.
When you buy appliances, they break. It's just the truth. Check this out. Voss TV and Appliance, they have their own crews, their own folks, techs that fix this stuff, and they're magnificent. Here's the other thing about Voss. Our dishwasher broke. They got a new dishwasher in our house within a week and a half. In this marketplace, in crazy weather, during crazy times. Voss TV and Appliance, 412-650-VOSS, 412-650-VOSS.
Hello, this is Sarah Botkin of Botkin Family Wealth Management, where I work with my dad Les and brother Lester. I was out of town when I got the shocking news that a car accidentally crashed through our building into Dad's office, destroying his desk. Thankfully, Dad wasn't there and the driver wasn't hurt. When I called Dad, he was upbeat, saying, "Everyone's all right and repairs start next week." Dad went outside and changed our sign to read, "Now with drive-through service." He quipped, "Hey, we could make a commercial about people being so excited to invest with us, they're driving into our building." I think what I love most about my dad is his ability to stay calm and positive. I had my share of fender benders as a teen, and I recall with gratitude that Dad was always pretty darn loving and matter-of-fact. His uplifting attitude can be felt by all of us here at Botkin Family Wealth, and it's an asset in our work. We help our clients avoid making emotional investment decisions. Is there a hole in your financial plan like there's a hole in our building? We can help you fix it. Visit us at botkinfamilywealth.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
From the Aetna Medicare Solutions Studio.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
It's 66 degrees at Pittsburgh International at 1:30. I'm David Colorado. The FBI has now joined the search for a 20-year-old missing University of Pittsburgh student who disappeared nearly a week ago while she was on spring break with friends in the Dominican Republic. That was happening at the tourist town of Punta Cana. Police there said they are re-interviewing people who were with Sudiksha Konanki before she vanished in the pre-dawn hours of March 6th at a beach in front of her hotel. That hotel said in a statement that Konanki's disappearance coincided with a power outage that prompted several guests to go to the beach. The civil defense director there, Juan Salas, rejected media reports saying that authorities had supposedly found Konanki's clothes, telling the local newspaper there, El Nuevo Diario, that it wasn't true. The Washington County Director of Public Affairs arrested by a human trafficking task force in Youngstown, Ohio last week. The Attorney General there, Dave Yost, says the Mahoning Valley Human Trafficking Task Force arrested 55-year-old Patrick Guijo on March 7th after he, in their words, responded to an undercover ad and arranged to purchase sex from some females. He faces prostitution and other charges. Acrisure is expanding its footprint in Pittsburgh with the acquisition of a local pension services firm. The Pittsburgh Business Times says it acquired Mockenhop Benefits Group as well as Virginia-based Newbridge Partners. The Mockenhop acquisition now makes Acrisure the second largest pension services company in Pennsylvania. New research shows Americans are spending more time at home. Here's Michael Wallace.
The American Time Use Survey finds the trend started in 2003, long before the COVID pandemic. Smartphones, social media, and remote work are the likely reasons why. You can video chat with friends rather than meet with them, and stream a movie instead of going to a theater. Since the pandemic, time spent outside of the home has rebounded, but only slightly. In 2023, Americans spent 90 fewer minutes outside their homes each day than they did in 2003. Michael Wallace, CBS News.
At this hour on Wall Street, the Dow is down 717 points. The Nasdaq is down 204 points. The S&P 500 is lower by 81 points. KDK Radio News Time 1:32. Our next update's at 2. I'm David Colorado on the Voice of Pittsburgh, News Radio KDKA.
March is full of lucky days here at Jim Shorkey Kia in North Huntington. New all-wheel drive 2025 Kia Sportage LX. Lease for $168 a month for 24 months with $29.95 due at signing. Or finance it at a low 1.9% APR for 60 months. A 500 vehicle selection plus 3 years of prepaid maintenance, a 10-year 100,000-mile limited warranty, and $500 more for your trade. You can't get much luckier than that. PA's #1 volume Kia dealer, JimShorkeyKia.com. Call 1-855-410-4996 for complete details on all offers and terms.
At Ashley, we're celebrating 80 years of innovation, style, and value with special offerings on stunning pieces. Get our top designer styles and pay over time with 80-month special financing on in-store purchases made with your Ashley Advantage Synchrony credit card. Don't miss the Ashley 80th anniversary sale going on now, only at Ashley. Shop in-store and online. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payments required. See store associate for details.
Join me, Jacqueline Coley, on a brand new podcast, Seen on the Screen, presented by Make It Universal and Rotten Tomatoes. Meet the innovative people at NBC Universal as they share their journeys, inspirations, and the movies that shaped them. Each episode is an intimate and fun conversation about the impact of film. Seen on the Screen is available now.
You can find it on Apple, Odyssey, YouTube, or wherever you find your favorite podcasts.
Hi, it's Brian Quaranta, host of On the Money, every Saturday morning, 8 to 9 a.m. on KDKA Radio. Retirement planning doesn't have to be stressful. Each week on our radio show, On the Money, I'll guide you through topics like building retirement income plan, minimizing taxes, and protecting your hard-earned savings. Join me this Saturday from 8 to 9 a.m. on KDKA Radio. Let's make your retirement plan as simple and stress-free as possible. That's On the Money, where retirement planning meets peace of mind.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
Plenty of sunshine this afternoon, a breezy, unseasonably warm afternoon, high near 70, then partly cloudy tonight, though about 35. For tomorrow, clouds, some sun, and still mild, the high 62 to 66. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Come in and try the Good Feet feeling today. Comfort, energy, performance, and pain relief at the Good Feet store. Visit the store for a free test walk. Visit us in Robinson Town Center, in Cranberry Township, and now open in Morgantown. Good Feet arch supports are proudly made in the USA.
The KDKA radio text line is driven by Kenny Ross Auto Group. Find your best deal and Pittsburgh's best warranty at kennyross.com.
Hi, this is Larry Richard. Join us tomorrow on the Big K Morning Show in our 7 o'clock hour. Rich Fitzgerald, Executive Director of the Southwestern Pennsylvania Commission, in studio with details on some big things happening around the region.
On Misfits on the air, he can't no loud comment on stuff anymore. That was his gig. I miss that. I tell him that too. I've known him since I was 14. He's my man. One of my favorite people. Works his butt off. Gives a damn. Hard to find. I want to grab Gary real quick. Then I want to talk about one of my boys whose kids were arrested in Mexico. Gary, go ahead.
How's it going, Marty?
Good, brother.
Good. So I just wanted to make a quick comment about the bike trail. Like, you got to look at it from, you got 4 roads all going the same direction, parallel to each other.
You do.
And there's already a bike lane in that same stretch on Smallman Street.
Smart man.
Plus the bike trail that's along the river.
Smart man.
If there's an issue they need to fix, it's definitely those railroad tracks across from the cork factory. Once a week, I'm a pet sitter. I see a car get stuck on those tracks and be towed out.
Wow, I know exactly what he's talking about. Those tracks are sketchy, man.
Especially at night. Like, you got people who are, like, you're on the road passing consumer produce, part of the tracks are the road, and then the tracks split. But if you're following the tracks at night, you're going right into them. And I see it once or twice a week.
Wow, that's brilliant. And this idea to do this to friggin' Penn Avenue is the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, you already have a bike lane 1 street down on Smallman in the same stretch of road.
And how about, I don't see many bikers, do you?
No, not at all. Like, if I do, they're on all the streets. They're not just on the bike lane. They're all over. And Waterfront Drive is probably the least used, for cars. Like, they could easily make that a bike lane.
Right on. It's a great observation, man. Thanks for hanging in there, brother. Spot on. Smart guy. He's right about those railroad tracks. Sketchy, man. I love the Strip. I can... There's 100 places down there I like. So, this is along the lines of my lecture series on not letting your kids go to Mexico, Costa Rica, Dominican Republic, Jamaica, third world countries in general. Why? I'm going to read you this. This happens every day in Mexico. I saw it firsthand. Let me get to the notes. My buddy's son, a straight A student, straight A's, Penn State, president of his frat, awesome young man. Dad, he's in Cancun. Dad, we got arrested last night for no reason. They wouldn't tell us why. They made me, his son, and 3 others pay $2,000 to get out of jail. Wow. So that's $6,000. The worst place on the planet. They arrested us for walking home, and when we asked what was going on, they just wouldn't answer us. They held us in a dirty jail cell for 3 hours, still no reason why. Yay, let's go to Mexico. This is not an anomaly. Believe what you want. The kid's making it up, whatever you want to say. I've seen it. Let me repeat my story from yesterday. I was in Mexico for a month as a journalist. College students from... Kids go to South Padre Island, it's called. Then they go across the border into Matamoros, Mexico. I've been 50 times, unfortunately. It's skanky, dirty, disgusting. The college kids go over there in spring break and they drink their butts off and they get drunk and it's free and cheap and all that crap. Lobster, $6, as if I care. So I go down there. I was there a month. And they had kidnapped a med student from UT Austin, University of Texas at Austin. Straight A student, going to be a surgeon. Took him to this ranch outside of Matamoros. Beheaded him and buried him. There were 40 people buried there. True story. So we go to the jail as we're following this trail in Matamoros, Mexico. And outside the jail, I told this story, but I'm repeating it to make a point. There were several Lincoln Continentals parked, rental cars. I've rented Lincolns before. And you would take them into Mexico, blah, blah, blah. We stopped someone. I don't speak, but my photographer was bilingual, fluent. He asked the guy, what's up with the Lincoln Continentals? He said, we stop American tourists driving these Lincolns, and we tell them this. You have 50 pounds of marijuana in your trunk. Leave the car and pay us cash or go to jail and face those charges. Thus, the new fleet of police cars in Matamoros, Mexico. I went to the federal prison, true story, to interview an American woman arrested on fake drug charges, true story. She comes out, we had to pay everyone. She comes out, she has black eyes. I said, what the hell happened? She said, they put me in a cell with men and they tried to rape me. While we were in there, we saw the cell of a drug lord. This all happened. Air conditioned, marble floors, bodyguards with machine guns. Folks, it was a bad mafia movie in real time, in real life, and it happened right in front of me. Everything you do down there involves cash. So, my point is they plucked my boy's son, good looking, sharply dressed, off the streets. Hey, kid, $2,000 or you stay in jail. Boom, there's your money. Bye, gotta go. No charges, nothing. The Marty Griffin theory on life. Don't seek out trouble. Mexico, DR, Dominican Republic, this poor girl. Costa Rica, same crap. Same crap. And at the end of the day, folks, Jamaica, same thing. Look, folks have great experiences there. Knock yourself out. But if I hear one more time, just don't leave the resort. Screw you. I have no interest in bringing my beautiful wife and kids to a place where they say, please don't leave the resort. It's not happening. As for my buddy, he now has to send his son several $1,000s, and he hates Mexico, and he said he'll never go back. But it also brings to mind, because we've been discussing this a lot, this poor pit girl. Who the hell knows what happened to this wonderful, sweet girl? First they say they find her clothes, then they say they don't. Then they say she drowned, then they say they don't know. First they say she was on the beach with the boy, now they say they don't. At the end of the day, Mom and Dad lost their daughter. And for now, it's pointing towards the poor thing is dead. I had a bunch of Pitt students on here live yesterday. They were magnificent. They were all at the same resort where this girl stayed in Costa Rica. What'd they say? No, Dominican Republic, right? DR. What'd they say, Patrick? Sketch. They said the employees were grimy. That the girls wouldn't go anywhere unless they were escorted by guys. What was wild is they said when it got dark, they had big spotlights on the water because they didn't want you swimming at night because there's no lifeguards and you could drown. Eliminate the risk. And if you read a story about, right now, the big travel warning is Turks and Caicos. Man, I know so many people that went there and loved it. Gorgeous. Very expensive. Until that American, remember the guy who had the paraphernalia, was arrested down there, and guy had to get in the middle of it? The guy was going to prison. Guy, yeah, thanks, Patrick. He had ammunition. Guy Reschenthaler had to rescue him, save the day. What I'm telling you, folks, is SHI blank happens. And when it happens overseas, you're screwed. My boy Dave says, that's why I love him. That's why I vacation at Salt Fork State Park in Ohio or Universal Orlando. Hell yeah, brother. Look, I do not judge kids who travel or families that travel to Mexico, the DR, Costa Rica, Turks and Caicos. I get it. It's beautiful. You love the water. You love the drinks. I don't love the risk, so we never go, and we will never go. I've told my kids that. I've told my wife that, and that's the way it is. And I've been thinking about this poor girl that disappeared from Pitt since it happened, and we're hoping for a miracle, but it's unlikely, folks.
Did you know that now you can listen to all your favorite stations, including this one, shows, and even podcasts, all on the Odyssey app? Download it now.
Seems everything costs more these days. Gas, groceries, and when's the last time you checked your wireless bill? Yikes. When it comes to big wireless, if you're staying, you may be overpaying. Here's how to get the same fast, reliable nationwide coverage without the big wireless bill. Switch to Consumer Cellular. Plans start at just $20 a month, and that's not a short-term promo. Our U.S.-based experts will get you switched and saving in about 20 minutes. Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com and start saving today. Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing.
Hey, Green Gobbler here. So you've got a clogged drain in your bathroom. Water in the sink's overstaying its welcome. You're spitting today's toothpaste on top of yesterday's toothpaste. You hope that it go away. Yeah, clogs don't just go away. I make them go away. I'm Green Gobbler, the only clog dissolver you need. I'm bleach-free, safe for your pipes, and I work. Guaranteed or your money back. Because I never met a clog that was gonna unclog itself. Green Gobbler. Let the gobbler get it.
Ever feel like there aren't enough hours in the day? If you get busy or miss your favorite show, don't worry. With Rewind, available exclusively on the free Odyssey app, you can stream your favorite shows on demand. You know your day is better with us. Get the news that matters to you from the local voices you trust. No matter what you're up to, give it a try. To get started, download the free Odyssey app and search for your station. That's AUDACY.
That's are us. When dreams don't get in, that's are us.
Right now, get $1,500 off a shower or tub replacement or $3,000 off a full bathroom remodel, plus low to no monthly payments. Call 412-556-BATH to schedule your free estimate or go to bathsareus.com. 412-556-BATH.
That's are us. When dreams don't get in, that's are us.
Folks, I love this company. Universal Windows Direct. I'm going to tell you why. I know folks that have their windows and they love them. And I'll tell you what they really love too, the price. So check this out. Tax season's here. What a better way to reinvest in your home than these brand new energy efficient windows. During this special right now, Universal Windows Direct's tax time sale. Save big. Make your home more comfortable and energy efficient. Check this out. Right now, buy 2, get 2 free. Buy 4, get 4 free. You get it. And here's something that's amazing. Pay no interest until 2030. Come on, folks. 2030. That's right. No interest for 6 years. 412-545-6003. It's an amazing company. It's an amazing window. This is an amazing opportunity. Universal Windows Direct. 412, I love them, I'm telling you. 545-6003. Go for it. Hey, folks, it's Marty. These guys are good. Before Oakmont Country Club hosts the big event in June, they need to replace their deck. My favorite family-owned construction company, C&S Cousins Construction, won the contract. 3 local guys, love them. Sam, Steve, and Calvin. If you're replacing your windows, doors, decks, everything from the top of your house to the patio, call them now. From planning, design to construction, C&S Cousins Construction are here to enhance and expand your living space. C&S Cousins Construction, 989-COUSINS. 989-COUSINS.
With Progressive, it's easy to reach customer service with our app, website, chat, or by phone. Because when getting help is hard, it's not help at all.
Little help. A little help over here.
Thank you for calling Bench Press Assistance.
What?
Due to excessive gym volume, all available spotters are currently lifting heavy weights off the chests of other bench pressers.
Seriously?
Please continue to hold, and we will remove the barbell from your chest in the order in which your cry for help was received.
Getting assistance should be easy. With Progressive, it is. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Welcome to AT&T. How can I help?
Hey, I thought I could trust my twins with my phone, but, they outnumber me, man.
Whoa, that's a lot of glitter paint.
Let's trade lives.
At AT&T, everyone can trade in an old or glittered iPhone. Any year, any condition, and save on a new iPhone. Ask how to get iPhone 16 Pro on us. New and existing customers. Savings vary by device and trade-in combinations. Restrictions apply. See att.com for details. AT&T. Connecting changes everything.
Do you get sinus infections, congestion, sinus pressure and pain, sinus headaches? You've gone to the doctor, you visit urgent care over and over again, and it's always the same thing, right? Oh, I know, let's try some antibiotics and nasal sprays. But they just keep coming back. You may suffer with chronic sinus infections. The good news? Relief is possible. How? A minimally invasive procedure done in the office of Pittsburgh Sinus Centers called balloon sinuplasty. Imagine the relief of not having to deal with your chronic sinus infections. Set an appointment today with Pittsburgh Sinus Centers and find out if balloon sinuplasty is the solution for you. Call 724-903-8048. 724-903-8048. That's 724-903-8048.
And now for a business news update from the Pittsburgh Business Times. I'm managing editor Mike Larson. Walmart is facing what's likely to be the first big closing announcement at its new Monroeville Mall property. That's one of the potential outcomes from a warn notice filed with the Pennsylvania Department of Labor and Industry by Forever 21, the fast fashion apparel retailer that various press reports indicate is closing stores throughout the country. The warn notice filing specifically pertained to a Philadelphia store, but the filing for the company reports it's anticipated that all Forever 21 stores in Pennsylvania will be closed. That includes a total of 4 stores in Western PA, including at Grove City Premium Outlets in Mercer County. Also, the University of Pittsburgh announced yesterday afternoon a freeze on faculty and staff hiring amid other fiscal reductions in the wake of uncertain funding climate and potential cuts in the tens of millions and potentially over $100 million. The hiring freeze takes effect immediately and will last through at least the end of the fiscal year on June 30th and could last into the next fiscal year that begins July 1st, according to a statement. Pitt cited a shifting federal landscape and an effort to maintain Pitt's finances as the reasoning behind the move. For more on these stories and other local business news, log on to PittsburghBusinessTimes.com. I'm Mike Larson.
Hear about it, then talk about it. 100.1 FM and AM 1020, KDKA.
goes up. Look, it's kind of obvious why people travel to Costa Rica and the DR and all those places. Jamaica, I get all of it. Mexico, I get it. And I'm kind of sort of a little bit jaded because I am a journalist and I have seen the craziness, and I was at a ranch where they found the bodies of 30 people who had been beheaded. You know, I get all that. But the thing is with your kids, man, and spring break, I think of all the idiotic decisions I made when I was in that kind of... We were too poor for me to go on spring break. I'm not poor-mouthing. I've had a great life, but... So I never ever went on a spring break trip, so I have no kind of comprehension of doing that with the boys, but I got in enough trouble at home and enough idiotic trouble in college, drinking too much or whatever I did that was too much. But when I got in trouble in college, I got in trouble in Ohio, in Athens, and, right, you call your parents, they're in Pittsburgh. When you get in trouble in Mexico, man, all bets are off, and it's sketch. Everything they do is sketch. It just is. Everything in the DR is sketch. Everything. The thing about it is this balance. It is friggin' beautiful in the DR and Costa Rica. I get all that. And what lures people in, and it really does, families, very common to go to Mexico because it's cheaper. I get it. It's just not worth it. My boys all go. My buddy goes to the DR. He's always worried about his safety, and he's a cop. I just don't like to accept risk. I don't want to bring my wonderful family to a resort where the dude says at the front door, hey, do us a favor, don't leave the resort. Huh? I got a problem with that. Because that never happens in America. Look, we got our own problems, but it never happens in America. Look, kids get in trouble in America on spring break every single friggin' day. Fights, drunk as hell, stuff stolen, drug arrests, you name it. However, when that happens, you're in America. They actually have normal cops. They actually have adults in courtrooms. You can't buy your way out of it. As my boy Ken says, why take unnecessary risk? One reason, sir. Money. All my daughter Sophia's friends wanted to go to Punta Cana. Honestly. And I said, I just don't think you should go to Mexico. I don't think you should go to Puerto Rico. I don't think you should go to the DR. I don't think you should go to Jamaica. And I kind of laid it out for her. And it's just, you don't want kids, especially your daughters, in a foreign country, in a bad scenario with freaks. Did you hear the kids from Pitt yesterday who were in the same resort with that young girl that's missing? They said it was unbelievably sketch. And they felt uncomfortable. And they felt unsafe. And the girls wouldn't go anywhere without escorts from the fraternities that were there. Not the way you want your kids to travel. You want to have them where you can help them. And if you get arrested and you're put in a Mexican jail, whoo! Good luck with that one. As I just told you, my boy, his son had to pay $2,000. Sir, $2,000, you go home. Huh? What? What did I do? None of your business. You're going to pay us or stay here in the jail. In which case, Daddy has to fly to Mexico and then get a lawyer. Pay the $2,000 and deal with it later. My man Colin's next.
Every Tuesday morning at 7:20, listen for Inside Independence Health, a look at all things healthcare with the experts from Independence Health System. It's brought to you by Independence Health System. Expert care here.
Colin Dunlap on KDKA.
I contemplated not wearing my RFK, Roush, Fenway, Keselowski hat today so as to not make people mad. And what I might buy now is a Dale Earnhardt Incorporated hat that just says DEI and start wearing that around and see how people